Andrew and I
Hello.
totally passed our stealth checks. You already confirmed it.
Ah,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah,
This is
yes.
true. Your stealth checks are amazing. Last
Okay.
we had left off, our wonderful little party of adventurers had made their way into the town of Cliff, where they had decided to meet with. After some escapades and interesting run-ins, they decided to kind of, try and investigate a little bit about what the town had going. And evidently, they had a bit of a divide. The guards were being well fed, well kept in, for some reason, not necessarily taking care of the town as they should have been. While the people were starving, a lot of them were kind of just not able to live proper lives. They had their currencies taken, they weren't being paid enough, and various different things abused. There was even a kid who was maybe 15, 16 that was being executed for stealing bread and some few other things, but doesn't matter too much. You guys decided to speak with a Captain Valatar. He kind of informed you a little bit of what was going on about his recent entrance to Cliff and how it was basically his shit show to try and fix. The party, for some reason not entirely trusting him, put an invisibility spell on two of you. And with the two of you vanishing, I believe it was Varus and Darcy.
Yep.
The two of you vanishing and kind of deciding to go after him. While the rest of the party, I'm sure, returned to their quarters or place they're staying. What do you guys
I think we were kind of just sitting about in the town because we had the sending stones in case anything goes awry.
Right. Well, you did know that there was a little bit of a castle in which it seems that the guards have kind of taken over or had residence within. But as you guys kind of glance around, I believe the two of you were making your way there.
Yep.
All right, and you had rolled me stealth checks.
We did so good.
You did 13 and 16. Well, for the most part, you get by the regular populace without too much of an issue. Every once in a while, you get one or two guys or girls who are glancing around. It's like, what was that sound? As you guys are making your way through town. But for the most part, your physicalities hidden by the spell. How long does invisibility last? Is it 10 minutes or an hour?
And it's an hour.
Okay. Well,
It gives us enough. It gives us more than enough time.
it takes about 15 minutes to get to the actual castle itself, but you can see a few of the kind of wall keepers just casually lounging on the top of the walls. Some of them are walking about, some of them chilling, some of them just having a conversation here and there. But as you guys get close to the walls, you can see that the castle itself is a little bit distanced away from some of the nearby buildings. So if you were to have your visibility spell dispelled, it would unfortunately be leaving you right out in the open.
How you said that.
By the time we reach this field, how
It's
far?
not a field. It's like a plaza of stone. So it's like a plaza of just like general opening. You think that maybe announcements or things would have been made here. But
Okay.
glancing around, you do see that there are some, buildings nearby. They're not necessarily that tall, and some of them look decent as they're made of stone rather than some of the wooden kind of hovels that you saw near the edges of the town. But there's like a distinctive 20, 30 feet distance from the nearest building to the walls of this small kind of castle manor.
Do there appear to be any guards observing this area?
As they're you do see that there's like some along the battlements of this building. They're not like necessarily paying full attention, but there are some that are glancing over in the direction.
Mm-hmm. How much longer do I have on my spell?
About 40, 45 minutes.
Okay, so unless there's anti-magic going on, we got nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
At least in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so just straight shot.
Might as well.
The building does have gates, which are currently lowered. From where you guys currently are coming in, you see a set of main gates with like the grid, kind of metal grid door. So you can see on the inside of it, but you can't really get in. It's a little bit too thick. And the openings aren't quite large enough for you to squeeze in if you wanted to.
We got here before the captain did, yes?
From the best that you can tell, yeah.
Looking down the path, can we see him coming up?
Give me a perception check, both of you.
Cool. Oh, let's go.
Holy jeez.
Okay. God damn. Let me, would he be? No, he probably wouldn't. Yeah. You do see him kind of casually strolling up, scratching the back of his head, kind of mouthing some words to himself. You can read lips.
What's he saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he saying?
It seems to be the lyrics of a song. He seems to be singing about something, the beautiful umbrellas and the greenness, the swamps, blah, 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 blah. It's just a random assortment of words that you can probably piece together that he's doing to a rhythm. So it does seem that he's, just whispering a song underneath his breath.
Gotcha.
And eventually he does make it up to the gates, kind of waves up to one of the guards. You see them...
As he's getting there, Darcy will just say, we need to follow him in. When they raise the gates, we'll get in past him.
Obviously.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
All right. But as he kind of walks past you, maybe about 20, 25 feet away, you can see him start to go towards the gates and waves up to one of the guards who begins to raise the gate. You can see them raise it about 7 or 8 feet, and he just casually strolls in.
We're going.
Absolutely going after him.
All right. So, because you guys are trying to do this with some expediency, I need you to give me stealth checks. There is no advantage because you would have disadvantage here.
Right.
Gotcha. Great. Oh, fucking... Are you kidding me, dude?
I say the same.
I would have preferred to stay the same. I got less.
I know.
You guys.
I'm going to roll a perception check for the guards.
This is nuts.
These are going to be public. I'm going to roll 2 of them for the 6 guards that are on top of the wall.
Sure, yeah.
You rolled that nat
They have-
20, so of
do they
course
have
the pendulum had
disadvantage?
to swing back.
They do not.
Why would
I
they
mean,
not?
I mean, they're opening up the gate. We're going in as the gate is opening up.
Yes, but
noise.
there's like 6 of them. One of them is opening up the gate. The other ones are kind of either chilling.
My
or, you know
point is
what?
more the gate is loud.
We are still invisible.
That is true. You know what? Sure. I'll make it disadvantaged. You've convinced me. That is still a 16.
Son of a fucking bitch. I literally have a plus 11. And I can't... Jesus Christ.
Oh man, you guys.
That's where our good stealth rolls went. Jake's been stealing all the juju.
Apparently.
I can't! It's not my job. I don't do this. All
Thing is,
right.
how the hell does this even work?
It's a good question. Why is my CPU on fire? What the fuck is going on? Computer? Please don't die on me. Hello? Why is my CPU usage at 100%?
You're getting hacked now
Is
for
it
these
the
rolls.
stream?
Yeah.
No way it's the stream.
Go through your task manager.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Okay, that's a little bit better. How is it still at 70%? Oh, whatever. Okay, I think it's a little bit better now. We should be fine. Nothing's crashing. Okay. But as the two of you kind of approach this area, you hear and see one of the guards is like, "The fuck is that? Is that a shadow? Wait,
There shouldn't be a shadow.
do you see that?" You see another one of the guards kind of look down. What the fuck are you talking about? Before another guard seems to kind of come down from the top of the stairs and greets him. And then in that moment, as the two of you are approaching, they hear something. Like, close the gates. Before the gates just shut right in front of the two of you.
Oh boy.
And you do see that one guard that went to greet the captain kind of walk towards the gates and start glancing through it. Staring directly at one of you for a brief moment before kind of their eyes move past.
Uh-huh.
Darcy's just holding his fucking breath.
Sorry, it must have been a trick of the light. Captain, did you bring guests? No? Must have been the wind.
Good damn.
Or maybe some of that cold dust. Fucking. Alright. Hey, where's the executioner of our guy being kept? In the dungeons. Why? I'm gonna go talk to him. Come with me. Sure, boss. And two of them start heading towards the main building.
How many guys are up on this wall?
Currently 5.
Are there spaces in between them?
What do you mean spaces?
Like, you know, if I were to try to walk up this wall, would I be able to get by some of them if I wanted to?
Probably. They're kind of clumped. 3 of them are clumped together. They're just chatting in a small circle, while the other 2 are kind of walking around, checking things out.
Okay. I think I'm going to whisper to Darcy and just say, I'm going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm coming back.
What if the spell wears off?
How long we got?
35
I don't
minutes.
know. I don't know. Half an hour?
I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna try to fucking go up this wall
Okay, alright. Since you're doing it
quietly.
quietly, I need you to give me a stealth check. You have advantage.
Uh-huh, yeah. I should be able to roll better than everything I've rolled before, right?
I'm
Yeah?
jinxing it.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually that pendulum has to swing back, right?
Yes.
And there it is.
Yes.
Not bad, not bad. They can't beat that, so I'm not going to roll for them. But you make it your way about 15, 20 feet up to the top of the wall, kind of glancing over the top of the battlements. You see that the 2 of them are kind of splitting up, and the clump of 3 is about 15 feet away. You hop over the wall with no issues, not making a single sound after you kind of put your feet down on the ground, before you clamber over the top of the battlements, and you begin walking your way down the other side of the wall. And you make your way inside with no issues. Inside, you see what appears to be a relatively large court. Oh, go
Real quick.
Sure.
How long did it take me to get inside from the wall?
Like 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep in my head a countdown. I'm just gonna kind of continue counting. At least like 20 minutes, or try to.
I will
Just to
notify
keep it
you
in
when
my
you
head.
get to the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, and then the second I hit 20 minutes, I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. You kind of clamber down the side. You touch down on the relatively taken care of cobblestones, and you glance inside to what appears to be a courtyard. It's not particularly large, but it does look decent. On the side of the court, you see, like, at the back of this courtyard is what appears to be the main building of the castle, or building. You catch the very back of the captain as he walks inside, and the door closes behind him. But the courtyard itself is rather kind of boring, not too much to be seen. On the far side towards your right, you see what appears to be a set of, like, archery targets. You see a hole blown through the middle of one of them. But, you know, on the left side, you see, you know, just a assortment of what looks like a, what is it called? A stable, and like 2 or 3 horses. And all the 2 or 3 horses, honestly, they look really healthy and well taken care of.
Oh yeah, they're not in the fucking black smoke.
Yep, but there's a few other people kind of wandering around. You see 1 or 2 kind of what appear to be the citizenry of the town, though they look a little bit better off, healthier than others you've seen. You also see 1 or 2 other guards in the actual courtyard itself, but you do remember that there are still 5 guards on the wall above you. That could very easily look into the courtyard. What do you do?
I'm gonna follow where they went.
Mm-hmm. You reach the main building. Another minute goes by, but you glance over and you realize it's a large double door, wooden. 1, it would take effort to pull open, and 2, there is a very high likelihood that if there's someone on the other side, or if someone just happens to look, you will be spotted opening this door. Or at the very least, the door will be spotted.
Can I make a little round and see if there's any other entrances?
Yep. You spend another 3 minutes looking around. There is one other entrance that you can see. A set of windows, maybe about 15 feet up, open. Of which you can see there's like a set of 3 on each side of the building.
I mean, yeah, if I can, I'll make my way up there.
Yep. It's a little bit, the windows are a little bit narrow, but you manage to just kind of squeeze inside with no issues. And glancing in, you see the first thing, the main entrance of the building is what appears to be like a large hall, decorated with these kind of smaller statues. You see the smaller statues all seem to be of kind of pieces of mining equipment and various different other things that seem related to the town. But you see what appears to be on the other side of the hall a set of staircases that go that kind of like splits into 2 and goes to either side into a left branch and a right branch, and some other doors on the first floor. You don't currently see anybody in the room.
Do I hear any talking or anything like that anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
Surya, sir. Oh, let's go. These perception checks.
Distinctively, you hear the captain's voice kind of discussing something. You're not quite sure what he's saying, but you do hear it coming from underneath the stairs. You spot the door, which you're pretty sure he entered, which seems to be underneath the stairs and kind of against the back wall.
Yeah, I will absolutely make my way over there and hear what they're saying.
You get to the back wall, and at this point, I think about 15 minutes would have passed from when you entered. 10 minutes, not 15.
Oh, okay, cool.
But you kind of stand there, you're like, okay. And you do see what appears to be like one of those metal grate doors. You can see easily through it. Or, sorry, no, actually, no. It would be a wooden door with a small metal grate on it that you can see a little bit of the other side, but you can't. You want to try and open it?
I mean, can I hear through it at the very least? Well enough? Or.
You can see a little bit through it. There's a metal grate on the top of the door, and you kind of glance through. You see torch lining what appears to be a stone kind of hallway that ends at a staircase that seems to start leading downwards.
Okay. So they're down there, assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it'll make noise, maybe? If I try to open this thing?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, boy.
Or a perception check.
Oh, well, I would have... Fucking...
No, you can reroll if you want to use
Oh,
perception.
cool,
So.
cool. I guess technically...
You don't think the door will creak, but you should probably be careful nonetheless.
Yeah. I'm going to, How well can I hear from here?
What are you trying to hear?
Just if they're, like, talking at all. I didn't know if I could get anything from where I'm at.
From where you're currently at, the sounds of his talking seems to have faded.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll try to open it.
Okay, give me a dex check.
A dex check?
Yep.
Oh boy. 10.
Ooh, you lucky son of a bitch. You open the door, and just as you feel like the door is about to creak, you're like, okay, I have to stop here, but it's just enough that you think you can squeeze through.
I try.
Yeah, you squeeze through. It's like, ugh. You feel one of the buttons on your shirt almost get caught on the door, but you get through. Do you leave the door open?
That's the question, isn't it? No, I don't think I do.
Okay. You close it behind you. You hear it like kind of thump into place. There's no locks or anything on it, so it wouldn't be difficult to open.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way to the other side of the hall and kind of give me just a general perception check.
Sure thing, Captain.
Unfortunately,
I got 2 nat 20s. I guess this is where my luck runs out.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
No. This is this is the next perception check.
Yeah, the thing is, you haven't been using the whole. You got a perception check. You automatically.
I
succeed on the
forgot
next
about
one.
that. No, that's my fault. It wouldn't.
You didn't
matter
use
for
it with
this one.
that 14.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That was for the door squeaking. So. But yeah, glancing down, just the kind of beating of your heart and the steadiness of kind of the silence around. Unfortunately, you're not able to hear much.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I will.
Just the adrenaline.
Yeah, I mean, if
pumping.
I can't hear anything from here, I'll try to go in just a little bit.
All right. You descend maybe about 6-7 feet before you see the entrance into what appears to be a row of cells. But you do see that the stairs descend further. What do you do?
Oh boy.
It opens up into an entire, like, kind of, you see on the left side, just outside of this room, or just outside of the set of stairs, on the left side a set of cells before there's another turn, and on the right side a set of cells that also have another turn. You do see a few people within them. On this first level, you see a few, like, men and women kind of just against the bars, looking about. One of them is chewing on a stale piece of bread, but they look horrendously skinny.
Uh-huh.
You don't hear any sort of conversation.
Yeah. I mean, can I see if there are recent footprints on the ground that might be leading somewhere?
Glancing down, it would be very, very difficult, but you can give me an investigation or a survival check.
Investigation it is. Nope. Okay.
It is solid stone underneath your feet, and there is no way for tracks to be made here.
Yeah. I mean, if I unfortunately can't hear anything and I have no idea where they went in here, I guess I chalk this up to a failure and go back up.
All right. Just give me a stealth check with advantage just to see if you can get out
Oh boy.
without being spotted.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm good.
You land beside Darcy, and Darcy, you're like, oh shit, something landed beside me. Right about the 5 minutes from the ending of the spell.
I think I'd just say,
7 minutes.
I'm guessing that's you.
yep, let's go.
Right. Just fucking book it.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys get away scot-free, though unfortunately having not learned any additional information.
Unfortunate.
Damn. That's just hoping he doesn't come back claiming that the guy killed himself somehow.
Yeah, or something of the sort.
Guys, he killed himself. No, I'm kidding. But the rest of you gather once again back within near the center of town. You meet up with
We don't have a
those
place
you
we're staying yet, do we?
met. I don't think so.
Nope.
You know, guys, why can't every town that we come across be like Fielden?
Rude. That place is great. Nothing happens there.
I know,
Yeah,
it was like actually, you know, calm and quiet, and there was nothing to get us
Peaceful.
excited.
Everyone's happy.
Who had the
Yeah.
highest
Really?
intelligence in the party? Was it Varus?
I think it's me.
What's your
The
What's
Really
your
intelligence?
low
intelligence?
bar.
Actually, wait, no, never mind. I might be completely off base on that.
Aren't you? Is it like 14?
No,
or
I have a
something?
12. I have the second highest, I think.
What is everyone's intelligence?
14.
11.
Never mind. I'm completely fucking wrong. I'm thinking of a different game.
I've also got a 14.
11.
Well, the two 14 lads can give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Is this about Filden?
Maybe.
Wait.
Okay, sure. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Oh.
Oh,
Vestelle? Yeah, honestly, Filden was really nice. Varus? Something strikes you as odd.
oh, finally.
Why?
You know, now that I think about it, that place was odd.
It was oddly peaceful.
Way too peaceful,
As in-
honestly.
You honestly don't remember much about spending time in the city. You can't recall details. You just know I was in Filden. I went to a store, I think,
Huh.
and then I slept.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'll just pretty much go. Does anyone actually remember what we did there?
I think we went shopping for some supplies.
I tried to sell some things and nobody was having it.
But we stayed there. Yeah?
Right.
Yeah, so like
tourist
at night.
stop.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Something just doesn't seem right now that I think about it.
We were on our way to Umber and we just stopped by.
I don't know. I don't think I like that place.
I mean, we can definitely stop by when we go back to the Tri Point, right?
Yeah, depending on which
Maybe
way
not
we
me.
coming by.
Yeah, let's say, assuming that we're going around the mountain path, you know? Might as
Yeah.
well.
Depends.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh,
by the
no.
way,
Something's just
We
weird.
should find somewhere to stay for the night.
Are we just
Somewhere,
wanting to?
somewhere out of the smog.
How long are we actually going to stay in this town?
We're gonna leave tomorrow morning.
Hopefully not long, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to leave as soon as
No,
possible.
I understand that, but we
We
did
can just
already say
follow
that
up.
we were going to stay through tomorrow at least.
Well, we can follow up, and if nothing's happening, we just leave.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, I mean, it's not like the
And
town's going anywhere.
we should see what we can do for the townsfolk so that maybe they don't go into an armed revolt that is swiftly put down by an actual military. Even if these guards here are useless, doesn't mean that the ones that had come to replace them are.
I only hope so.
That's the problem, though. They'd see more soldiers from Umber, and they'd try to keep them out, and then they'd die. And the entirety of Cliff will be wiped off the map.
Well, as much as I'd like to make sure it never happens, we can't sit here and babysit them. It's
I'm not
our
saying that,
job.
but there's
We talked to the only person who can make real change, immediate change. There's not much we can do unless we find the other group of the people who are holding the rallies and the strikes.
I think if anything, that's why we follow up tomorrow. And
we when we talk to the captain tomorrow,
if he has any updates or any news, I mean, hell, even if he
before
just
we
has really
leave,
a plan.
before we leave, I'm going to make sure he passes food out to these people.
That I can agree with. Like, obviously, things aren't gonna
These
flip
people
all the way around overnight, but
These people are willing to fight and defend themselves. When they have food, all the more so. And the guards aren't going to be able to push them around as much. Oh, my father's probably turning in his grave.
why do you say that?
Because he was a guard himself in Ardalon, I've said that much.
Hmm.
And
Funny coincidence. My father was too, but well, not in Arlon, but you know.
But, well, may helping people actively resist guards, although he'd probably be happy I'm doing this in a way, if he knew the details. But it's been a long day. Let's just go get some rest.
Absolutely.
Alright. Where are you guys going to go rest?
If we can't find an inn with a vacancy or is willing to give us a vacancy, then we're sleeping in the fucking carriage we bought. No, not carriage, cart.
Okay. Give me a investigation. Actually, persuasion or perception.
I'll walk around.
20.
Anybody else want to roll as well?
Yeah, sure. If we're rolling perception, why not?
Yeah, everyone can. Well, Darcy, Vaerun, Varus, the three of you do manage to find a place, though you're pretty sure it's abandoned. As you go inside of the actual building itself, the door just creaks open. Glancing around, there isn't a single candle or torch lit within the actual building itself, and it's currently very dark. The building
Hello?
seemed to at one point have been in. You see all the regular pleasantries, the bar in the back, the tables that probably would have been able to easily sit 4 or 5 people each. You see a set of stairs that seem to lead up to a room, or a set of rooms in the back of the building, but no one in the actual building itself.
This is depressing.
Indeed it is.
You don't think they'll be mad at us for squatting here, do they?
Only one way to find out.
I suppose.
That's what I was gonna say.
Where are the people that we rescued from the slavers?
Not with you guys anymore. Didn't you guys leave?
Like at all? No, I made sure to keep an eye on them as we were.
Yeah, they
walking
they
through.
split off quite a while ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they split off, but we
Unless,
should have a way to find them. I
unless
imagine.
one of us decided to stay with them, but like I know I went shopping, so I left them, and then like you guys went for horses, so guess we just left them.
oh no.
Well, we're gonna be finding them before we go to Rinsan.
Unless they're
You
all
said we take
dead.
I doubt
Vampires.
they're all dead.
Vampires come back. They're all dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're bunking in the abandoned inn.
Woohoo!
Okay.
I'll see if I can find them, or if I saw them when I was looking around.
Let's see. No, probably not. Actually, let me make a dice roll for that. Let me check. No, you wouldn't have been able to find them.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I was
because
actively
you
looking
weren't
for them.
actively looking for them.
Yeah.
You didn't find them.
Okay.
But yeah, the rest of you kind of settle down into this abandoned inn to squat. All right.
So between the time of them going away to spy and us finding a shelter, I've healed some kids.
Certainly.
The only kids
Why only kids?
and old people. Kids and old people.
Why old people?
Because they're the weakest, according to Vaerun.
The working class should probably be healed too.
No.
Well, he doesn't have that many resources to spare. I don't know. It's up to him. It's his decision. But Vaerun, you do find some children to heal. Like every once in a while, you'll hear coughing, and you're trying to help out as much as possible. But there are surprisingly very few old people. There's maybe one older woman, maybe mid-60s, early 60s, and she's probably and she's like the oldest person you see.
I heal the sick, elderly, and children. No, sick, elderly, or sick children.
She was not sick, but quite a few of the children were.
I heal the children.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even use up my spell slots.
Sure. A lot of the
So if we
parents are very thankful.
Guys, if you get attacked this night, Count me out.
The captain comes in, stabs you in the chest. Nothing personnel, kid. No. But yeah. You guys begin to just kind of sit there and just chill. And are you taking watch, or are you just letting it go?
Absolutely taking watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I'll
in
do
an
a watch.
abandoned building.
Yeah, I'm just asking. So who's taking watch when?
I'll do one. It doesn't matter when.
I will also do one.
Yeah, we're in an abandoned building, and we just called out the guards for being corrupt. So
Fuck it. I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I'll do one as well.
Give me a perception check, Mr. Varus.
Aye, aye.
So here's the question. Do you guys settle into rooms, or do you guys try and actually sleep on like the main floor together or something?
Oh, there's rooms.
There are rooms, yeah.
well, it's an old fucking inn, so
I think
Okay.
I think I stay on the main floor.
yeah,
Wait,
Darcy would be
wait,
staying
wait.
on the main floor
I was
too.
going to say we should probably not go into rooms.
Okay. If everyone's on the same floor, I'll be on the same floor.
Okay. All of you just remain on the main floor. And while you're there, settled into sleep, some of you in the chairs that are there, some of you on the ground, bundled up. Varus, you're just glancing out of the windows. And during the night, it is surprisingly peaceful. The town is quiet. There is not a soul out, but you also realize it's really quiet.
Yeah.
It's like 10 p.m. and there's no one out drinking. There's no one out partying or enjoying themselves. It's depressing.
Uh-huh.
It's peaceful.
Peaceful. Yes.
Sure.
Get stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
You do
I'll
see
just
at one point in the middle of the night, passing by the front of your building is a small carriage drawn by a horse. You have dark vision, right?
I do.
You see what appears to be a crest on the side of the carriage itself, though you're not entirely sure if you recognize it.
Can I jot it down real quick just to see if anyone when they wake up might know what it is?
Sure.
Yeah, I will do such.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. From the best that you can tell, it looks to be some sort of set of grapes with these kind of wreaths, engraved around it. But that's interesting. But the carriage kind of passes by. Other than that, the city is quiet.
Cool. Yeah, I will just continue my watch until next person wakes up.
All right.
Or I guess until I have to wake up the next person.
The next 2 hours go by peacefully. Who's taking second watch?
Again.
All right. Vestelle, give me a perception check.
Not great.
As you glance out the window, you see not much, really. I'm pretty sure you have dark vision as well, but
Yes.
you see the kind of twin moons casting a bit of light out onto the cobble streets, but no signs of any activity outside. And glancing inside, you're pretty sure there's nothing in the building either. The 2 hours pass by, seemingly uneventfully. Who's waking up for third watch?
Me.
I'll be awake.
Alright.
Mhm.
Lyra and Vaerun, give me perception checks. As Vaerun, you kind of come out of your trance. You glance outside the windows, and Lyra, you do much the same, kind of wandering around the building itself, trying to see out more. There's a variety of different windows, most of them covered, but yeah, the two of you glancing out, you see someone. Three people. Three kind of slender, dressed in pitch black clothes. People kind of appear out of an alley across the street before kind of darting across the front of the building and then continuing down the street further, disappearing out of sight.
Hey, Lyra, those people look extra suspicious.
Yeah, but I don't think that they're targeting us, and quite frankly, I'd just leave them be for our own safety.
Well, I mean, we're not in danger here, but like, what if another riot happens? Then we're going to be in danger. I think if we stop this, if something bad's going to happen, and if we're here for it, then we might get caught up in it. But if it's something bad and we stop it, then it might actually be more safe.
You do have a point. Don't exactly trust these guards to do anything, so
We should investigate.
do you want to wake everyone up?
Yeah, but let's get their opinion quickly.
All right. As you start waking people up, all of you stir.
What's going on?
We saw some suspicious people. They're dressed in all black. Three of them.
They came out from that alleyway out near the entrance and ran about that way.
Based off what happened yesterday, I'm worried. This might be a
As
continuation.
you point, Darcy and Varus, the two of you recognize that the direction that they were heading seems to be towards the castle.
Going towards the castle.
Castle? What? Oh, you think on the? You don't think that they're gonna?
Spit it out. Sorry, I'm too tired to deal with that.
What if it's a ploy against the guards, and then the guards retaliate, and then they retaliate, and it'll just grow. And
I don't know.
What Vaerun means to say is we possibly have a chance to prevent another uprising, which might
Unless
save
this
a
is a
lot more
completely
lives.
different third party.
Oh,
well, the end result could be the same.
All right. Fine then. Let's just go then.
Oh boy.
How topped off are you on magic, Vaerun?
Oh, I just woke up, so very.
You don't get the benefits of
having-
a full rest until you get the end of the full rest.
8 hours.
What? But I woke up.
It doesn't matter. You still need the full 8 hours.
The sleep
What?
is not the actual rest. It is space of time within 8 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
Oh,
I
only
think
you only need to shut off your brain for 4.
So what it is
unless Jake has changed it, base rules, it does
oh, I did not
uh,
know that.
finish
I
in
thought,
4 hours.
so
I thought it was
no,
end of rest.
no, it's what it is that every person requires 8 hours, but you can do 4 hours of light activity versus everyone else's 2 hours.
Okay,
And then you're also semi-awake during your trance.
here a sec. Let me revert my spells back.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
wording in the original book is kind of vague, and so I've seen it done both ways.
Yeah, it's just how I interpreted it.
Yeah, I
But
mean that's how
even-
I've interpreted it as well. But
Yeah, the thing is, even for say, Book of the like the aspect of the moon or whatnot, the invocation that I would have available to me, you don't sleep. It's not a matter of the sleeping is not what restores your magic. It's the time spent resting and not exerting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
A quick question: did we rest before this rest? Or I mean, like,
I don't believe so.
okay,
We would gain the benefits of a short rest. That's about it.
Yep, you can
Can I
benefit
take
from
it?
a short rest. Yes.
as Artemis is kind of picking himself up, he's
Well,
like,
the
"Give
problem
me."
is that only Artemis and I really get anything off of a short rest.
Oh,
no, I have some
you-
missing some HP.
Well,
because
fair
I
enough.
think she got bitten by Varus.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Artemis
man.
is just
know
like,
what
"Give
you're
me 5
talking
minutes."
about.
And Varus, this is technically a new day.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's 1:30 a.m.
Okay. Well, I'm not good at stealth anyways, so if we can get, I can get close, but I definitely can't get that close without being noticed.
Maybe we should let the stealthier ones go ahead first and have the less stealthy trail a bit behind.
Mhm.
Right. Okay then.
Okay.
Let's just go.
Okay, we can do that.
This-
Three and three, and
I
then
can already tell this is going to end terribly.
we'll be within running distance.
Okay, so here's the question. I'm guessing all of you are going to try and be stealthy. But if you're going to be trying stealthy and fast, you will have disadvantage on your stealth rolls. Do you want to be stealthy and fast, or do you want to just be sneaky?
I think sneaky.
Just
Yeah.
sneaking.
Okay? Because they do have a few minutes head start.
I think the
Well,
first
they
group
were
can be faster, and the second group can just be sneaky.
With how I've been rolling for stealth, I'd rather not.
Then the second group would fall behind.
Which is fine, right?
Yeah, if you're
I mean,
actually
assuming
trying,
that we're-
if you're actually trying to be like full on stealth mode, you would travel at about half your movement speed.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I mean, assuming that we're like putting on, or me and I think it's Vestelle are the ones that wear like medium
Medium.
armor.
Oh yeah, you guys
Yeah,
have
like
to put
it
on
would
armor
take
too.
us.
That's another.
Yeah, it would take us like 5 minutes anyways.
yeah.
So I mean,
Right.
like
So
even
that,
if we were
literally anyone with armor is automatically in the second group.
Yeah, pretty much. So it'd be like 3 and 3 every.
All right. So who's in the
Yeah.
first group pursuing almost immediately after?
I guess that's
Yeah, I guess.
Darcy, Varus, and Lyra.
Okay.
Not Artemis. The Artemis.
Oh,
had
would
good-
be Arne?
Artemis has medium armor.
He wears
Really?
medium, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I
I wear
didn't know
medium
that.
armor.
Was Lyra stealthy?
I mean, my armor doesn't propose disadvantage. If that's what you're asking,
Yeah,
I wear a
if
breastplate.
you have better stealth, right?
Plus 2 or 3.
I have stealth +5, but I have a chain shirt.
Disadvantage. Okay.
All right. But the three of you. Sorry, it was Varus, Darcy, and Lyra.
Apparently.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the three of you kind of rush to catch up. Are you guys going faster? Taking it easy.
Honestly, a few minutes behind is better than getting caught and mistaken by the guards for somebody up to no good. Is my argument.
I think we can track them if they're just like a few minutes ahead.
Yeah. And if we hear some shit coming up, then that's when we book it.
I will tell you, Lyra, Vaerun, the two of you saw them going relatively fast, and that was probably why you saw them.
Oh, okay, that changes things.
Yeah.
I think we should kind of quicken our pace. They seem to be in a hurry to do something. I don't know what.
Time is not on your side.
Fine, I guess we're running.
All right.
Man, this is where I would have been like, ha! I'm pulling out a fucking, like, hourglass. Boom, and I turn it around. No, I'm kidding. That'd be funny, though. Oh, well, I've always wanted to do that.
God damn it.
No.
Aw.
Control.
Oh man.
Ooh.
No.
Team.
What the fuck did you expect was going to happen?
Oh, team. That's fine. Yeah.
This is unfortunate.
Also, I have the other sending stone too, so you need
Yep.
that.
Okay, Darcy, Lyra, Varus, the three of you kind of exit out the door and begin following their footsteps relatively quickly. First of all, as you guys kind of get to the point where you last seen them, you realize you don't know where they've gone, but you think they're heading towards the castle. Are you just going to head towards the castle, or are you going to try and track them? Tracking them,
Try and track them just to
trying
make
track
sure.
them will add time.
Well, we're already running, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay. One of you give me a survival check, or all three of you. Lyra doesn't have dark vision, and neither does Darcy.
I'm a fucking half elf.
Oh, never mind. Lyra, you would have disadvantage on this. Still pretty good.
Survival.
Mhm.
Sure, I guess. Oh, well.
Well, two things, Varus and Lyra. You know exactly where they're going. You kind of see a patch of mud on the ground, and glancing towards it, you see the footstep that had stepped in it, and the direction points almost exactly towards the castle. So one, you can confirm they're going there, at the very least, for a little while at least, because the set of footsteps continue. And Lyra, you also see the same footstep, but Varus, you kind of see their back as they round around the corner towards the castle itself.
Yeah, I think they're.
Like I see people.
You see, like, the very far back of them at the edge of your vision. Like, they catch the moonlight, like, 200, 300 feet ahead of you, and they kind of turn into an alley.
Cool.
Yep, I think they're definitely heading towards the castle, so
Yeah, well,
Just
they're
make
right
haste
there,
there.
so I point at where they are. They go, they're right there, so if we're going to hurry, we should probably do it.
They're gonna hear us, and they're either going to scatter or just vanish.
Well, that's still a better outcome than whatever might happen if we let them run free.
Unless they catch a look at us and they shiv us in our sleep.
Well,
If they're able to sneak up on us, I would truly be impressed.
yeah, you gotta have more faith in us.
Right, no, sorry. I'm still thinking in normal people standards. Bear in mind, merchant, 2 weeks ago. Nothing special.
When times have changed, you gotta change your mindset.
Apparently so. Between you lot and Artemis trying to make me smoke and kill things.
Okay, let's make haste.
All right. You
Cut
guys-
to Artemis finishing his armor, smoking a cigarette.
As you guys...
In a town filled with coal smoke.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kaboom? Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
You glance back. The entire inn is on flames, on fire. No, I'm kidding.
On flames.
Sorry, yeah, and flames covered words.
No,
English.
it's fine. It's fine.
I
It's
don't
just
speak
funny.
it. It's like my third language. But you guys head towards the actual castle itself with haste, kind of trying to trail the people as much as possible, and kind of rounding the same corner that they had rounded. Varus, you see very quickly a hastily set up what looks to be a wire on the ground.
Like a tripwire or
Yeah.
like a
At the entrance of this alley that you turned into.
I will absolutely stop people from going forward real quick, and then
Yeah. You grab Lyra and Darcy and just kind of point it out.
All right, then.
so they definitely don't want to be followed. Is the 100% answer. If you'd like me to try to get rid of it, I can.
We probably should for the group
Or
following us.
just
Or we just step over it.
I mean, then we just gotta pray the group following us does the same.
Can I? I'm gonna. I mean, I'll just sending Stone and Vestelle real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Let them know exactly where we are, and then that there's a tripwire here. So just be careful when following.
Okay. The rest of you now know that there is a tripwire that you should probably watch out for.
A tripwire that probably doesn't even do anything.
Hey, well,
That
You never
tripwire
know.
won't stop me.
because I can't see.
My mom said I was gonna live forever.
Because you've already spotted the tripwire, you do know that it does attach to something.
Can I see
And
what
what
it
is
attaches
that?
to real quick?
Yeah, it looks like you're not entirely sure. It looks like
Oh.
a small barrel.
Uh-huh.
It seems to be completely sealed.
Cool. Yeah, love it. Probably
I don't
a lot
like
of
that.
noise-making machines in there.
Sounds like the black powder plot. Don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, like we keep going.
Kaboom, Rico.
Kaboom.
Good lord.
But yeah, you guys step forward and kind of continue running along and making your way kind of as far in as possible. Glancing towards the castle, you see... Actually, give me a perception check, all three. If you Lyra, you have disadvantage.
I might as well have disadvantage. I'm rolling flat, and
Don't worry, guys,
the
I
one
got
without
you.
dark vision is rolling better than me.
Don't worry, guys, I got you.
Varus,
Don't worry, you're just still sleepy.
as you guys are about maybe 200, 300 feet out from... Or, no, it would be like 400 feet out from the actual castle itself. You see three dark figures kind of grappling towards the wall as a guard gets thrown over the side. And they hit the ground.
Well, all right then.
You saw that they didn't make any sound when they fell.
Damn.
Oh, these
Silence
fuckers have
spells,
silence,
maybe?
don't they?
Yeah. Okay. I will alert the other two of this thing that is occurring.
Oh, for the love of...
If
We
we're
are
going to
dealing
do
with
something-
amateurs now.
If we're going to do something, we should do it now.
This is going to end in tears. I can already tell.
Yeah, their tears.
I'd rather not end in anyone's tears, frankly.
You see them scale over the wall and disappear off the side of the battlements.
Was there only one guard on this wall tonight?
You can't tell. That's the only one you saw.
Damn.
Well, like, since there's apparently no guards and they took out the one on the wall, let's just start running.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys are forgoing stealth and just going? Fucking English.
They're 300 feet ahead of us.
Fair enough. Alright. as the three of you just begin sprinting to try and catch up and get things going, you manage to make it to the wall, while the other group, you guys see the tripwire as you round the corner, and you're like, ah, there it is.
Hey, look, a tripwire.
Ooh,
Oh, God, I know what they would do.
wow.
Mm.
Looking at it now,
Can't let the
very
intrusive
obvious.
thoughts win.
If you were going fast, would not have noticed it. But yeah, you guys step over it and continue to try and catch up relatively quietly. I need you guys to give me a stealth check.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Oh boy,
Yep.
I have disadvantage.
Well, disadvantage if you have the armor. Are you guys going fast, or are you guys
Everyone
going
but
slow?
Andy has disadvantage in that group.
Well,
What is it?
That
Control?
anyways.
Click?
Because
Control,
Vaerun
yeah,
and
disadvantage,
chainmail.
yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's something heavy. But oh, guys, we're not doing good. Eh?
You're doing
As
so
we're-
good, guys.
You somehow did worse than we did.
As we're making our way through, Artemis is gonna be like, "What if like the group that he saw was actually just like, they're throwing a big surprise birthday party for some set?"
In the middle of the night.
Yeah, I don't even
I
hear
like-
you. I've tripped over my feet and fallen
I
4 feet
like
back.
I like to think as they're saying that, you just get a message over the sending stone. So they've just killed someone.
Happy birthday.
I don't hear that. I don't have the sending stuff.
I know, but it's still that.
Vestelle does, and as she's face first on the ground, you do hear it come from muffled from her pocket.
Oh, Neptune.
But you
Hurry
guys
up,
stand
we're
up
running.
and begin to continue the pursuit, while the other three, you three, are now running. And I need to change the music. This is a little too calm for us.
Favorite run. We're already clanking. We can just forego stealth, right?
Yeah,
You guys are unfortunately very obvious.
the ones in the back, you guys now hear them starting to like sprint down the street in front of you.
By the way, I would state my clothes completely black now. I've changed them to completely black if we're doing this
Mhm.
with a hood.
Varus turns into the exact opposite of a Assassin's Creed assassin,
Yeah,
an actual assassin.
an actual assassin.
Mhm.
As
yes,
opposed
I
to
know.
being dressed in full white for some goddamn reason.
it's for the spectacle.
The spectacle, or maybe just briefly being mistaken amongst the Templars, because they wear a lot of white too.
That is true. This is
How many of them fucking assassins still left, huh?
It's just for the drip.
That's a good point.
It does.
Yeah,
look
no,
good.
that's a lot. That's a lot more believable. That's a lot more believable.
They do look freaking good.
They do look good.
Very true.
All right, but yeah, you guys kind of begin all sprinting, and let's go to the front group first. As you guys arrive at the bottom of the wall, you do see that there is one guard directly in front of you, and you can see that he is like splattered. He has a crossbow bolt in the bottom of his neck, like straight up, and you can see.
Lovely. Which one is it?
Uh,
Is it Darcy? Or is it Lyra?
There's blood right in front of you. Drink that.
Very true.
he is technically
Unfortunately-
a fresh-ish corpse, so I will allow it.
Well, the question is, how
Here's an-
far away is he when this first happened?
You would see it when he's about 60 feet away.
Because the
Here's
problem
another-
is I
here's
have to
another thing. You're
immediately...
faster than us. You're also faster
Yeah.
than us.
That's your
I
target
mean, yeah.
range is 60, right?
Yeah, 60. Yeah.
Then you would see it at around 60 feet.
You can get that one turn, technically.
I mean, yeah, up to you, Jay. If I can drink from him, I'll drink from him.
I
but
will say you can drink from him. But
sure.
the other two of you, you guys see Varus just like hard rush straight up to the guy.
I am
that's
going significantly faster than them, I guess. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
He
Because
does
I
the
can
whole
action
thing.
dash and bonus action dash.
Yep.
So I'm just outpacing them.
You're going
entirely.
like what, 150?
70 plus 35, so 105.
105. You're going 105. The other guys are going like 60. Yeah, you're outpacing.
Lyra's going 80.
Oh, Lyra is going 80. You're right. Darcy's like,
Poor Darcy. Yeah, poor Darcy.
man's trying to keep up, but you guys make it with no issues. And Varus, you sink your fangs into him. The still warm blood entering your mouth. But before Varus bit into him, you saw that there was a single like crossbow bolt that had been embedded in the bottom of his chin and probably went straight up into his head. And yeah, it's not a pretty sight, but you do still hear everything around you. So, but yeah. You are now at the base of the wall. The gates,
I drink as much as I can.
Yeah, the gates are closed. The wall is still high, about 15, 20 feet up. How are you guys getting over it?
Hello, climbing, my old friend.
Anyone? I guess I get up, wipe my fucking mouth from the blood. Ugh. And anyone got a rope?
Yeah, I should have rope.
All right.
Hand it.
I hand the rope.
All right.
I walk up the wall.
Mm-hmm. You walk all the way up the wall. You tie it to the battlements, and I'll say that you two managed to get up to the top of the wall. But by the time that you two get to the top of the wall, because the otherwise have realized you're sprinting, they would have caught up. As all of you
And the rope's still there, so yeah.
glance up, you see Varus you see Varus disappear from the top of the battlements as he leaves the rope, while the three of you now have a chance to climb up as well.
I'll just walk down the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just walk up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vestelle has a great time. Actually, sorry, for anybody who doesn't have the ability to walk up walls, like, do need an athletics check.
Get
The
fucked.
DC is easy. It's a 10.
Right.
Oh
Well, you
man.
met it.
Oh no.
Darcy
Can
did
I
not.
can I help anyone?
Can you
Yeah,
help
could
me?
I have helped Darcy?
Because Darcy is in the front group,
I
Lyra
have
would have made it
helped Darcy?
over, and then sure, you can give him advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh well.
Darcy, your arms
I
are
think
just not built for this.
it's so funny to think that Lyra is rated up, Varus is up, and as these guys run up, Darcy's like, "Oh, come on!" He's just still climbing.
Can I get up to the point and just carry him up?
Yes, I will say you can. Yes. Now I need the other
Thank
two to give me athletics. check.
Darcy, you just hear Darcy sheepishly like, "Thank you."
oh no, not again.
Artemis runs.
Can I give Artemis advantage?
Yes, you can.
No. Okay. I'll
Nobody taught you guys how to climb rope.
Oh my god!
I go
It's
down
fine.
and carry him up too.
No. It's fine. Stop. I just cast levitate on myself.
No, see.
Or no, I can't cast levitate because
It's
I
the same
used it
day.
the last
Today.
thing.
And we
Uh,
have
I used it to break a man's bones.
How
Come
high
on.
up is the wall?
Come on.
Artemis
man.
is tonight. No, I can do it.
let the girl carry you, Artemis.
Vestelle just grabs me. He's like, no.
I love how only two of us
No,
use
I'm-
the rope.
No, I'm a big warrior. I can do it myself.
Maybe next time. It was a good effort, okay?
Only two of us used the rope.
That's 50%.
102 warriors before me, and I'm the only dumbass that can't climb on rope. Should have stayed in the Boy Scouts more when I was younger.
We're gonna go with an oof on that one.
It's fine. I can't climb shit in real life. Why would Darcy be able to climb shit?
We're gonna go with a on that one.
True.
I like to imagine Artemis tried to levitate, and he was like, "Ah, damn it! I used it to save that kid."
Okay, but yeah, you guys make it up to the top of the wall, but as you guys are now near the top, you glance into the courtyard, and you see the front door is ajar. And what sounds like yelling is going on inside of the building.
Time to get
Darcy's
going.
not going to have PTSD from any of the fights we have. He's going to have PTSD from fucking ropes. And any fucking climbing.
Fucking run it.
So,
Yeah.
You know that bit from Meet the Pyro?
No.
Yeah.
I fear no man, but that thing,
Oh
it scares me.
Yes.
yes.
Wait, do you guys need help getting down too?
No. There is a set of stairs there.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
sooner take the fall damage.
But yeah, you guys kind of all sprint down the set of stairs towards the actual
The
front
next
door,
time we're climbing, Darcy will just put himself in the bag.
and kind of throwing
That's an idea.
open, jeez, throwing open the actual doors themselves. You hear the sounds of fighting on the upper floors of the castle, and just it's very strange because there seems to be some shit going down right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've absolutely run up.
Yep.
All right. So we are going to do this on a turn basis, but instead of actually
Initiative.
no, we're going to do a challenge check or skill check.
Oh boy.
Okay. Great. Teamwork.
The objective is to get 5 successes before you get 3 failures. And the essence is speed.
Uh-huh.
You lose if you do something that causes you to lose time, you have a failure.
Okay.
If you have
Okay.
anything that generates you to get up faster or improve your chances of getting to where you need to be, that counts as a success.
Now, are these successes for the group, or is it like I can
This-
do an individual thing that helps me get up there?
An individual speed increase is a speed increase for the group.
Okay, cool.
Well, I have an idea for mine, just about the only thing I can really think of, because Darcy is not speedy. He's not athletic.
Mm-hmm.
If we come across any guards that are like waking up or coming to investigate the fighting themselves, Darcy will effectively like try and convince them that we're not the ones doing this. We're trying to help this shit. What's a quick way to get upstairs?
Okay, it'll be a persuasion check. It'll be hard. The DC is 17.
Okay. Fuck! God
Oh
damn
my
it!
God.
That is 1 failure. If you come across any guards who are conscious, unfortunately, they will be trying to hinder you. Here's another thing. As you guys enter the actual Great Hall, you do see like 3 or 4 guards on the ground, and it looks like all 4 of them are dead. There's just blood spilling out of all 4 of them from like neck wounds, cuts, things like that. It's just, it doesn't look good.
Oh boy. So the reason why I was asking earlier, by the way, Jim, was just because I was curious if I did something like parkouring for myself to speed up, would that count
Yes.
as like a group success?
Yes.
Cool. I try
Oh.
my hardest to fucking do that shit. Just like vaulting over tables that might be in my way and stuff like that.
Running up railings,
Acrobatically.
grabbing higher
Yeah,
shelves, and climbing
exactly.
up. Okay. Give me an acrobatics check. The DC is 15.
I
I guess I'll do the
fucking
same thing.
damn it!
Oh, guys. Okay.
That is-
Alright, well, we're down 2, people!
2 failures.
I'll do the same thing, I guess.
0 successes.
Yeah, we're already. This is already like, no. Fuck.
Yeah,
Jesus
we're
fucking
already
Christ.
fucked.
You unfortunately cannot do the same thing. So if you're trying to do something, you can. But if someone has already made a check with regards to that skill specifically, you would no longer be able to do so again.
Gotcha.
But you can do something similar, like you try and use athletics to, like, you know, I don't know, shove people out of the way, climb up, scuttle. I don't know. No?
Sorry, we're trying to
Like
get
I-
up to a.
From the best
Are we
that
trying
you
to
can
get-
tell, the top floor of the castle, there seems to be fighting. And from the best that you could tell, remember previously, there was only 3 of them. So if there's signs of fighting, you know at the very least there's at least one up there. And because there's at least one up there, then that's probably something that's probably somewhere you're gonna have to go.
Yeah, if I can climb some wall to get up higher, closer to there, I'll do that.
Sure. You can give me an athletics check. The DC is 14. That is one success. Yeah.
Thank Christ.
You grab onto like just the actual kind of masonry of the building itself, and you just begin to launch yourself up as much as possible. God, what is that film? I'm trying to remember. It's fine. Oh, Wolverine. That's what it was. That's what I'm imagining.
Oh, like Sabretooth?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Wolverine. Sabretooth.
That's pretty cool.
And just like launching yourself upwards.
That's literally what I was thinking about right before you said it, not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, that is one success, 2 failures. Who is going to attempt something next? As
Good
all
luck,
of
guys.
you are kind of just beginning to sprint up the stairs, you do see that in this room itself, it doesn't appear to be any guards, but you can see like further kind of staircases and various different places where you can go up, and you could definitely hear and like kind of sense this battle that seems to be going on.
Right now we're kind of just, I guess, in a hallway. There's not like a balcony or anything for one of the upper floors that we can kind of hear where this is going on at, or at least it's closer compared to where we are.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So like, because I know we're kind of inside this building right now, but is there like a balcony or some type of like,
Yeah.
I guess just anything that we can see that is above us that is like closer to the combat or the action that's kind of going on
Give me a
right
perception
now?
check. The DC is 15.
Oh, okay. Because if there is, I was gonna do something, but which this is probably for the better, because I don't know how a skill would have been used on what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Nice.
You do succeed. You do find what appears to be a kind of an overhang balcony as you like push open the door to one of the rooms. You see that there is a balcony right where you are, and as you kind of glance up, you see there's another balcony above you. And as you rush out onto the terrace itself, you actually see that what appears to be like a small pipe on the side of the building, of which you grab onto and you climb up.
Okay, because I was gonna say if there's like anything like that, I'll point it out to the group, and then I will. You said there was like a pipe that's kind of leading up to it or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, so I probably don't need to use rope for this,
No, you
but
will not.
nonetheless,
And
I'll like
there's
run up.
enough of a grip on the pipe that I will say that everyone can succeed on this without failing.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
It's basically like climbing a ladder. Can Darcy climb a ladder?
He's never had to.
I'll say he can.
Okay.
I don't
But
think
yeah.
he's that unfit. He travels a lot. He walks around. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
Artemis
he's got
will-
leg muscles, not arm muscles. His arms are noodles.
He'll be okay.
But yeah, no, Artemis will kind of point that out and quickly, like, obviously the two Dampiers don't have an issue, I imagine, but he'll kind of just motion to the pipe for the others who can't, like, climb or teleport or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. That is 2 successes with 2 failures. As you glance... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't think I've ever succeeded in one of these fucking things before, ever. We've only done twice, and I failed 3 times.
That's okay.
Very sad.
It happens. But as you guys are now glancing in the upper floor, there does appear to be one more floor above you. As you're kind of glancing around this room itself, you see one of the assailants, someone wearing just pitch black clothes all over themselves, what appears to be 2 large kind of black blades, both of them wreathed in these green flames as he's just cutting into the guards.
Oh, well done.
Oh wow.
And
Oh.
one of them gets
I'll
cut
use-
down. They glance, see all of you,
Oh.
and they jump off the balcony
Oh,
on
shit, I
the
was gonna-
interior of the building. So they're jumping off of the top of a higher balcony into another room that you guys haven't seen before.
Can I command them to freeze?
You can, but that wouldn't be part of the skill check
Oh shit.
because
How many
that
spell
doesn't
slots do you have
that
left?
doesn't make you faster or slower, right? In fact, it would
Okay.
probably slow you down.
Yeah, but that's our goal, to get rid of the assailants, right? So
I think
If
our
he
current
escapes.
goal is to get there and prevent them from killing anyone else, because he's
Massacring
just one
all
of
the
them.
guards.
stopping one doesn't stop the other X amount of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
wreaking havoc.
Do we all
You don't
see
know what
these assailants?
he's gonna do next.
Oh yeah, all of you see them. I will say that
As the,
you know what? I will say that if you can stop him permanently, that'll count as a success. But a command stopping him from jumping is not a success.
Before he can jump, I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, that would count.
Yeah,
what's the
I'm
save
using
on
the
it?
command spell. Wouldn't that
Command
count
spell
as-
stops him from one action. For one action, sorry.
This
Yeah.
can stop him for up to a minute, which would be long enough for us to physically stop him.
Save DC 15. Okay.
It'd have been funny if you cast Hideous
Oh,
Laughter
for
on him as he
fuck's
jumps.
sake!
That is an 18.
can I cast Curse of Binding on him?
Okay, that's a con save?
Strength.
Strength save. Ooh,
Yep. I think it's 15.
they fail.
Figures.
As soon as they turn around, you manage to bind them, but the Tasha's Hideous Laughter does not take. Bonus action, you can bend a large or small creature you see. What makes it straight? Spell save. Reduced to 0, and it can't use reactions until the end of your next turn. That would only be for one turn.
Oh.
Oh, you're amplifying it. Okay. Then that's 1 minute.
Yes.
You do take 3 points of damage, but yes. Okay. Okay, yeah. As he's frozen there, you can see he kind of turns around towards all of you and just begins to swing his swords, which once again light with this green flame. He is currently standing in your way, from preventing you from going any further up, technically.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll count that as one success. So you have 3 successes and 2 failures. Though because
Can
of
I
this, none
use-
of you are allowed to cast any more spells for the rest of the skill check.
Can you use survival to check any other muddy footprints on the floor or bloody?
Yes, you can.
'Cause it-
You can use survival. The DC is 13.
Whew.
Just barely. You catch it. You see that one of his feet are slightly muddy, but you also see another set that seems to be also going up the walls. Or, sorry, not going up the walls. Going up the stairs.
I was like, excuse me?
Sorry. That's, yeah. I was just thinking that you guys could go up the walls, and I was like, oh, yeah, they could totally do that. They can't. You do see another set of footprints going up the stairs, which leads you in a more kind of direct path. So that does speed you up, so you guys have 4 successes. 2 failures. What is the last skill check?
Can I use insight to like kind of piece together their grand plan or something?
You certainly
think-
can try.
I don't think
But it wouldn't
that
be an
speeds us
insight
up or
check.
slows us down.
Over there with the galaxy
it,
brain.
It wouldn't make you any faster.
Or how about like I can kind of predict like
Their target?
where like yeah, either
Like
that or
who they're
like
going
where
after?
like where in the castle next, like just my understanding of how castles work and like
Sure. You can give me a history check or an investigation check.
fuck.
You asked for an intelligence check. The DC
But I
for
don't-
both of them are 14.
Could I do that instead? Because I actually have
Sure.
decent. If that's fine with
DC
you.
is still 14.
Can I give myself guidance, or does that go against the embargo on spells here?
I'll say for this you can, yeah, because it's not directly
What is
affecting
what
an
is, what is
enemy.
being rolled?
History.
History.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna use my bonus action to help, but I'm not proficient in history.
Well, I need to roll. For fuck's sake.
You need to roll a 4.
Oh no.
No!
Oh
Fucking
no.
kill me now!
It would be the last one that determines the day.
That is unfortunately 3 failures. And as you guys kind of glance towards him, you see him break out of the blood maledict, or you think you do, before he kind of grabs a bead and smashes it on the ground. And you see a giant cloud of smoke erupt in the area. And you also hear a similar kind of smoke explosion go off in other parts of the castle. Two other ones.
Can I do something really stupid?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
I would like to just rush blindly into the smoke and try to maybe tackle some, like, just try to cut him off before he can even do anything.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. You have disadvantage.
Oh my god.
The fuck are these rolls tonight?
I'm gonna fall off the balcony.
This is real lucky. You rush towards him.
It's kind of amazing.
Andrew took all the fucking luck. Jake and Andrew stole all the fucking luck.
Can I just say it's kind of amazing who has rolled in that one already? Because we've gone in a line based off of my stats sheet. We've literally gone in a line so far.
Oh my god.
Which means all we need is Artemis and then Vaerun.
Artemis is next.
Artemis is next.
Okay, come on.
All right. But the rest of you hear Lyra just rush into the smoke, and Lyra, you're like, wait, I got him. Oh, what the fuck did I grab? As you realize you've broken a part of the wooden railing and have grabbed onto it and are tumbling down to the bottom floor.
Nice, as expected.
You do take... How far up would you guys be? Like 30, 40 feet? 40 feet. Well, the first 10 is gone, so 30. You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the bottom floor.
Why do I feel like that you keep increasing the type of damage die for falling damage?
No, it's... Oh, is it D8s?
It's D6s.
No, it's D8s in my game.
Oh, right.
Is it
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure it was either D8s or D10s in my game. I thought it was D10s.
It's D8s in that case.
Oh.
I don't think it's D10s. I don't remember it ever being D10s.
Okay, I will change it back. That's my fault. Let's do 3D8. You take
And
14
fell?
points of bludgeoning damage instead of 22. But yeah, unfortunately, there is no one in your grasp, and as the smoke begins to dissipate, all of you glance around. It is eerily silent. Your floor, there is just 7 or 8 different corpses on the ground. No one left in the area where the smoke bomb had originated.
Can I run to the top floor?
Yeah, we need to get to the top floor. Hopefully within a minute.
Yeah, within a minute.
Yep.
Because the captain's there. Mm.
You guys rush up to the top floor where you see a wide open door, and inside is like this large bed, as well as a few kind of, other things that would be around in a relatively decent room. The room is pretty lavish. It's very fancy. You even see what appears to be a record player off to the side. Some sort of like round disc that seems to be beside a large brass instrument. It's not playing music at the current moment, but some of you would know what it is. It's very fancy, very expensive, and on the middle of the bed, you see Captain Valatar spread out and just covered in blood.
Can I revivify him?
As you run over to him, you glance down and you see what appears to be the front portion of a blade just buried in the middle of his chest, and you can see these black veins kind of erupting out from this blade. You can see his face. Yeah,
I know what this is.
you can give me a medicine check. Yes. Glancing just at his face, you could see there's blood coming out of the edge of his on the edges of his eyes, out of his nose, out of his mouth, even out of his ears. And like glancing at him, you see there is like this weird kind of black ichor that seems to be leaking out from underneath his nails as well.
Ew.
But I want to know, would this black thing prevent revivified?
Glancing down at it, yeah. That blade, that poison in his system, or whatever it is, disease, curse, if you can't get rid of it, he can't be revived.
Can't get rid of it. So if I cast Lesser Restoration, would that get rid of the poison?
Do you want to try?
If it's poison.
Yes.
How many spell slots do you have?
So, okay, I have 0 right now, but I have this this thing right here. How do I...
Well, what is this thing right here?
Give me a sec, I can't post it for some reason.
It should be posting. My thing is not frozen.
He has run out of this. What?
What is it?
It's my channel divinity. Let me just copy and paste it. I can get one
Oh, yeah.
double spell slot back.
Yeah. The optional rule.
Yes. Which I can't seem to post for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, you just need to go over to. There you go.
It's not
No,
me.
that's Captain Volatar's thing.
If you mouse over it and click on the dice that darken, like if you mouse over the dice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Harness
there
divine
it
power.
It works. That's weird.
Yeah. Which can
So
be
bonus
no higher than
action.
half your proficiency bonus rounded up. So three rounded down to
To 1.
Three
rounded up,
rounded
1
up
to
would
5
be
rounded up
2.
to 2. Yes.
Yeah.
So I get 1 second level, so I can Lesser Restoration.
Oh, you do have a 3rd level spell slot, don't you?
Yeah, I saved 1.
I
As
thought I
you
spotted one earlier.
kind of tap your hand on top of his chest and you cast Lesser Restoration, you feel the spell go through, but it doesn't seem to take hold.
Not poison.
You might want to actually, remove the blade.
Oh.
There's
So
no
yeah, after.
there's no hilt
What?
on the blade. It is just it is just a shattered blade in his chest.
Oh,
And it's
jeez.
buried. You don't know how many inches deep it's buried. Like this could be an entire longsword that's going through the bottom of his body.
At that point, just pull him off of it. He could be in the bed for all we know.
I'll kind of walk over and just motion for someone to like yank him out from the, to basically pull him up so that he's not impaled. And then once he's pulled up,
it's not actually. You see that it is just a dagger. It doesn't go all the way through.
Okay, that's fine. I'll kind of gingerly remove it as not to cut myself because I don't know how lethal or just volatile this is.
Are you taking your fingers to remove it, or are you using something else?
I will specify I am wearing gloves.
Okay. Give
I
me
don't know
just
if
a
that
general
matters at all.
dex check.
Sure. Dex check.
Can anyone help him?
Yeah. I don't.
You
Never
don't
mind.
need- you
I
don't need
don't need no help.
No, you're supposed to
Apparently
roll a
not.
1. You're supposed to roll a 1.
I was really hoping he was going to roll a 1. I would have been like, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. You cut your finger on it, and your glove opens, and you're like, oh shit, here we go again. No. You kind of grab a bit of his shirt, of his nightshirt, and you kind of grab the sides of the blade, and you gingerly pull it out, and kind of taking the entirety of the blade out. It's about 6 inches long, and you can see that the bottom of the shaft was purposely snapped off in his chest. And as you kind of pull it out, it's just it looks like some sort of just serrated blade with, obviously currently it's covered in blood and kind of this mucousy substance. And as you pull it out, you kind of drop it off to the side of the bed. It begins to, like, the blood, the mucus kind of soaks into the sheets, and you can see the sheets begin to turn black as well.
All right, then
Oh,
kind of saying that and just I'll kind of turn back and just say, are we wanting to bring him back if possible? 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like if we bring him back,
it's
he's
either that or
gonna.
the entire armies of Umber flatten this place.
You
Well,
have
hopefully he's a forgiving guy then, and I'll do my lay on hands to remove any poison and disease.
All right, you do.
I'll use. We'll say I use 10 just to remove both poisons and diseases because I need 5 per.
You see his body stops leaking the black ichor, the stuff from underneath his fingernails, but you can see that all of his fingernails have already fallen off. But
Ugh.
it doesn't seem
Well, we'll
to be
fix him
leaking
later.
that anymore. However, looking at the center of the chest, looking at this wound, the kind of black and almost purplish tendrils that seem to be expanding out of the chest don't seem to be going anywhere. In fact, they just continue, and you can see his veins turning visibly purple.
I have a feeling that whatever this is in him to stay.
Any chance I've seen something like this before and I can identify it?
Give me an Arcana check.
Can I roll an Arcana check as well?
Yes, you
I have
certainly can.
proficiency. Oh. There we go.
Vestelle, Darcy, the two of you glancing down at his body and just kind of very quickly assessing and understanding exactly what's going on, you realize that this is probably multiple layers of a magical weapon that's causing this. There's probably 1, the poison that's coating the actual blade itself. 2, the blade itself is probably cursed or magically enchanted in some way. And 3, it's going to be very difficult to remove. And from the best that you can tell, you probably don't have the power to bring him back.
too late too.
It's also too late, as a minute
It's
has
definitely
passed.
been over a minute.
Yeah.
I'll kind of look over to that blade and I'll just kind of tear off like a piece of cloth from the bed
Mm-hmm.
and wrap the blade up in it. And for now, I'll just slide it into the coin purse of holding.
No.
Sure.
This town is gonna burn, isn't it?
It is, but maybe we can. Why? Why does every single time we go anywhere aside from Filden, of all places, Filden,
I miss Filden.
something bad always seems to happen?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's best that we leave.
Have to as soon as possible.
Yeah, there's not
Please.
much.
This isn't gonna be good, and there's nothing we can really do to stop anything that's about to happen.
I hate this. I mean, the people who did this aren't even. I doubt we're even townsfolk as well. I mean, I
What
guess.
tipped you off?
Well,
The fact that they were physically fit, had glowing, flaming blades? The fact that they had that thing?
probably all the above, but
Yeah. This is not a good situation
I-
to be in.
I am
let's
curious as to why or even just how these people got involved. I doubt the.
Probably something political.
Yeah, I mean.
We already heard from the captain that Umber was trying to become its own country, its own, separated from Melagos, from Free Reach. There you go. There's your culprits. 2 of the most powerful cities on the continent.
we should leave.
You do hear the clamoring of what appears to be, or what sounds like, guards or something downstairs.
Now.
I would love to leave. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be like. Darcy just sets down his bag, starts climbing it. Someone just fucking take me out of here, please.
I'll look around real quick as like we're getting ready to turn. Is there any like, I guess a desk or a nightstand or anything that might have like a booklet that maybe he was writing in, or just papers, basically just anything that maybe might give us
Give me an
some
investigation
insight
check
as to what
really
he was
quickly.
dealing with? Sure.
Well, at least it's safe to say that the captain was fucking lying to us.
Yeah, probably. Although then
Like-
again, this is a castle, so obviously.
Yeah.
Could I have cast a spell before, like as I'm looking for this?
Sure.
Yeah, because I was just gonna consult the blade
Dar-
and give him.
As Darcy is climbing into the bag, he's like, right. He just walks over, grabs the record player. Always wanted one.
No, you did not.
Nah. Let him cook. I'll help him put. I'll pick it up for him and put him in there.
Well,
But,
it's not that large. It's maybe the size of like a regular 85 keyboard or 85% keyboard.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were meaning it was one of those like ones that was like almost like a little nightstand.
No.
Is it the smaller record players?
Yeah,
Just
it's
tiny...
like the disc itself seems to be slotted in vertically.
Gotcha.
It's very cool.
It's a PS5, guys.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah, nonetheless, I look around for any like writings or anything like that.
Yeah, you do find what appears to be a short kind of set of instructions that were scribbled down on a piece of paper on his desk, but nothing specific. And kind of glancing at it, it's written in common, and from the best that you could tell, it seems to be a request for additional resources and various other things. More guards, more personnel, more food. Addressed to Umber, and from the best that you can tell, it looks like it was finished maybe an hour or two ago, because the ink is still slightly drying.
Yeah, I'll kind of look over it real quick and just sigh, and I'll leave it there and just follow the others.
Mm-hmm.
By
You guys,
the way, Darcy grabbed the record player and a couple of the fucking records.
sure.
You can't
I
take
love
it with him.
Well, the record player itself, like if you guys wanted to buy one, you could. Though this thing would probably set you back like 7,000 gold.
Yeah, Darcy's just that frustrated with this whole situation. At this point, he's probably, once he's properly like thought through all this, he's probably never even gonna fucking use it because he's just guilty.
Yeah.
But
He's just having a fucking time right now.
I'll say that you managed to get out of the castle surprisingly unseen.
Because everyone's dead.
I was about to say most of the eyes that would have been planted on here are, well, deaded.
Yep. And there is a bit of a clamor of activity near the castle as you guys departed from one of the side doors and kind of disappear into the night.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to give me the 10-minute mark because I'm definitely not gonna be able to just push myself out of this fucking bag.
You guys
I got
you guys grab Darcy at around 7 minutes and pull him out.
We all walk back to the little place that we're staying at. It's like, I feel like we're forgetting something. God, it wasn't that important.
Oh
Go to sleep.
No, Darcy, not
Just a
like
corpse.
this.
That would be the way Darcy dies.
Not like this.
Don't forget, you guys gotta pick me up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just assumed you left another way and you just fucking ran out of the building. Unless like 14 damage knocked you out.
No.
Yeah, that you would have been fine. You meet
With
up.
14 damage, I imagine I would half imagine Lyra just lands and it combat rolls and runs back up the stairs, still holding on to the fucking post that she grabbed.
Yeah, she's fine.
Enters a rage right before she hits the ground.
Yeah, you could.
That's how I used to do it. Jake let me get away with that.
Yep, I was like,
I was
"Yep, sure."
I was effectively I there's so many times that falling should have killed me.
Yeah.
So many times.
Oh well.
But if
Yeah.
you're angry enough, not even gravity can kill you.
Yeah.
Suck a dick, Newton.
Remember, I don't cap my fall damage, so this guy fucking
I'm
fell
aware.
down like 1,000-foot drop? More? 2,000?
Something.
It was fucking crazy. I was like, Jesus, how did he live?
But I caught myself and I raged, so I took a quarter of the falling damage.
Yeah.
But yeah. Once we get back to the, or start getting back to the place that we were staying, I imagine we pull Darcy out.
Yep. You probably would have had to pull him out a little bit earlier, but yeah, no issues.
Yeah. I didn't know how far it was of a trek if we're just walking back, but
Can we sneak that in case people see us?
Sure.
And
Give me a
assume-
stealth check, all of you.
Assume we're just being like, yeah,
Except for
Absolutely.
Darcy, because you don't need to.
Can I use my bonus action to help someone with theirs?
Yes, you
Me,
certainly
please.
can.
I'm going to use it to help Artemis.
Okay. Artemis, you have advantage.
No, wait. He's the only one. He's the only one that doesn't have disadvantage. Never mind.
Okay, because I was really
Vestelle.
like, okay. Okay.
I need the most. I have +0 and disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I have no faith for you. This is going great.
Why did Lyra have disadvantage?
Oh, whoops, wrong one.
Lyra,
Oh,
you
wait.
don't have disadvantage, but it doesn't matter because you roll a 3 anyways.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus.
Vaerun.
Oh no.
No, mine.
Wait,
Mine should
Wait,
just be
wasn't
normal.
somebody supposed to have advantage?
Mine is
No, I canceled out Vestelle's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm disadvantaged?
Don't you wear
Yeah.
armor that
okay.
gives you disadvantage? Yeah. But I gave you my help action, so you
Oh.
had normal.
Okay.
So it's still the 11, no matter what. We didn't do so well this time around, folks.
Luckily, it seems that the majority of the town is busy with other things, and the people who do spot you don't seem to care. But you guys make it back to your inn with no issues. And as you kind of settle down and sit down, you realize, shit. As we're going to take a short break,
Oh boy.
I'm going to
Fucking
get some
A, we-
water. Be right back.
The first character that I made playing with Jake and Andrew, I had a talking head named Yorick.
God, that was years ago.
What a
That
callback.
was so
All he-
long ago.
All he did was scream.
That was like, how long is that? Like 7 years?
I mean,
8 years?
We can check. I'm still in that Discord. I can check how long I've been in there.
8 years, I think. No. Yeah, like
I have
2015,
been in this.
2016?
I have been in
2017?
this Discord since 2017.
Oh,
so
2017 then.
specifically,
I've been
Kinda
in
nuts.
since I was in since
6
2018.
kind of nuts. I joined Christmas Eve 2017 in that server.
Damn.
Good lord.
A while ago. It's been
Mhm.
a
A
while.
while
Yeah.
ago.
It's good to know we've known each other so long. Damn, it's kind of crazy actually.
And not
Now I'm
once
just
have we
gonna make a
ever actually
necromancer
met.
named Yorick.
But is everyone here? Back to the matter at hand.
Sad.
Yes, leaving the city and their problems behind.
You guys still have another 2 hours rest if you wanted a full long rest.
But we can't, can we? Wouldn't we have to take a full 8 again?
No. You
Oh,
have to
thank God.
spend up to a full hour of exertion if you actually can't, and then that would actually cancel your long rest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So we did
You
not
wanna
do a full
rest?
hour.
I actually
Do you wanna rest
kind
or you
of
wanna
don't
leave?
like that rule, but it's been how I've used it since the beginning of this game, so I'll
Yeah.
just keep it.
I don't like the rule either, but it's better than if you cast a single spell or make a single attack, you lose the entire long rest. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, there's no
I-
middle ground.
I feel like we should leave
We should leave right away.
immediately.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, don't do we at least want to, bang out the last 2 hours of our
2
No.
hours
Rest.
could mean the difference between life and death in some situations.
I know
Let's see
we'll look extremely suspicious, but
What time
if
is
we
it
don't-
actually right now?
2 a.m.
Yeah, I
should
guess if we spend like an
Actually,
hour.
no, sorry, it'd be like 4 a.m.
Here.
I mean, if we spend like an hour leaving and then start a rest again, like an hour outside of town, we'd have to, we'd be able to start heading out like tomorrow noon.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah,
I just feel
well,
like we should leave immediately.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
So do you
Well,
guys leave
you
or
know.
stay?
Okay, we have to find the other people. No.
I'm going to be honest, if we can't, we leave them.
We need to find them, and we should probably let the townsfolk know that if any officials from Umber catch wind of this, Cliff is going to be destroyed. So if they should probably evacuate.
If you want to start putting your faith and alerting people to what happened, be my guest.
I mean, I don't want to tell them that we know what happened because that makes it obvious that we're involved.
Everyone who gets in the bag of holding
Yeah.
is getting a doodle.
I honestly love these because they're just sort of Where's Waldo vibe to them. There's something about the posture.
I agree. The problem I think about telling people and warning them is the fact that people will know we've been in there. And then it gets put on us.
on one hand, I mean, I feel like if it was put on us, then maybe if Umber sends people out here, they won't just eviscerate the town folk.
At the same time, I'd rather not have the entire city of Umber coming after our heads.
I mean, I don't either, but like personally, I think they might actually be okay because if Umber gets wind of this, I mean, as we kind of have agreed on, I mean, I don't think the commoners were really behind this.
Well, let's
So-
they see it that way.
True.
That's
but
the thing, though. The guards here. Whatever guards are left, they're still going to try and push people around. They're going to be killed, and then that will be an uprising. This music is really fucking cheery, Jake.
Yeah, I realized.
Very moment.
We're having a good time right here.
Hmm.
But no, I mean, there's a lot of unknown variables that we can't really account for. They could be fine. They could at least manage to get by just under new management.
Or they could be completely wiped out.
I mean, I suppose it is a possibility, but I don't
With the
see why
track
they would.
record of how things are going here, that was probably the point of what those three were doing.
They seem experienced and put together. Not civilians at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Civilians can't kill 24 guards and get away with it.
An entire township could.
But it wasn't an entire township.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't take a genius to realize that this was a small group of very professional and proficient assassins, or at least just even warriors. It doesn't necessarily have to be an assassin.
An
But
entire
regardless,
township of people would have broken in through the main gate, not climbed a wall.
yes, this was very subtle, and we only caught wind of it through happenstance.
Hmm.
If any reasonable person were to look at this and draw the conclusion that it was in fact a commoner uprising, then, I mean,
With
they're
the way
kind of
this place
stupid.
has been run, forgive me for thinking that no one involved in this is going to be reasonable.
The worst case that happens is they think of the adventurers that came by. And the next day, they're all dead.
Yeah, I mean, we've not given out our names to really anyone aside from the captain, right?
But our appearances are out.
True.
And if they match that with the other guards that come by, I think they'll realize it's us. The guards from Umber.
Which would probably be very shocking to them, considering we solved their murder case and then come here and murder one of their own.
Yes. If anything, if they are able to identify us, then they'll have conflicting, I guess, views of us. As in Umber proper, we obviously helped them, whereas here, we supposedly assassinated the leadership here, and they would probably want answers as opposed to just hunting us down and sending assassins and bounty hunters after us.
Actually, thinking on that, that's not even to mention the fact that one of them saw us. Saw our faces, had the chance to look at us.
Okay,
So-
and what's he going to do? Say he was in the castle when we stormed in.
Or
No,
send-
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying whatever group he's a part of, we're witnesses to the whole thing. If there's a chance people will believe us, somewhere in the entirety of the Umberlands, they're going to have us wiped out. Why am I the one that's thinking of that?
I mean, I consider it, but personally, I'd say let them come.
I don't really
Of
want
course
to
you'd
think of
say that.
my mortality every second of the day and worry about it. I think they call it paranoia.
Some of us are already being hunted. So,
Oh,
yeah,
well, goody for you. Same
Well-
old, same old.
yeah, it's true. That just happened in Umber. Well, what's another one on the list, right, guys?
That's what I'm saying. Tell them to join the queue.
Okay, so I think we either run, no, or we could feign ignorance and help with their investigation to make us seem less suspicious.
I mean, I think we just leave and hope that that gets some of the heat off the commoners.
No, because
And
we are.
B,
If you think about it, we are the number one most suspicious in this case. Who else could have been but us? Think about if you're from outside of Umber and you come in and you hear about a group of suspicious adventurers that came in and left in the middle of the night, would you think of anyone else?
Depends on how they feel, considering you did heal quite a bit of them.
yes. Like, our reputation here with the commoners isn't exactly, like, bad, I would say. We did.
It's not the commoners doing the investigations. It's going to be guards coming in from Umber, asking the
What
other
I'm
guards.
saying is,
I
yeah, I suppose. Actually,
I think we should help to make us not suspicious. If we actively help, like we did in Umber, we will seem like we're here to help.
I mean, if I may interject here, what's stopping them from just blaming us and just closing the case, just having to find someone to convict?
Well, they will
Exactly.
blame us. I think either way, we will get blamed.
well,
The
then
only
there's no
difference
point in
is
helping.
we can argue back. That's the only difference.
Well,
I
the issue is that if we stay here and they actively try to blame us and then convict us and either A, try to execute us or arrest us, then
We're on a
that's
time limit.
Yeah, I
yes.
was about to say, there's the original issue, where full moon rolls around and this place becomes a graveyard anyways.
I think our best bet is to continue on with what we're doing. If the guards decide, oh hey, that group of adventurers randomly strolled through and then disappeared at night and now our captain's dead, then sure, let them think that, and then that will at least, maybe, possibly, make it to where they don't just wipe out the town thinking or trying to blame them. They'll have someone that they know, that they recognize, to pin down as the culprit. And in the future, should we find ourselves in Umber, or should anyone ever bring it up, then we deal with it then. And we plead our innocence and do what we can to help, and hopefully at that point, perhaps maybe with how just batshit insane things have been the last few weeks, maybe we come across something similar to this, and we can give more helpful clues, advice, or just information on what's gone on here.
But we can't defend ourselves, and even if we argue later on we weren't involved, we can't help ourselves and prove we weren't.
The problem is we don't have much of a choice. We can't be here when the next full moon rolls around, especially if we're in jail.
I would like
Then
to
we're
help
kind
these
of
people.
fucked.
I would like to help these people as much as you do, but I think our best way to help them is to take the blame in a soft manner and then continue on with what we're doing. Us staying here with Darcy's condition will only put more people at risk, and their chance of survival will be cut short anyways by whatever Darcy is carrying with him.
Well, if we're not in jail, we can get Darcy out of the city. But if we do leave right now, we will probably be outlaws.
So, in that case, we do both. We leave at the end of tomorrow, once the guards have hopefully ruled us out. Instead of leaving immediately and definitely being branded as criminals.
Yes, so we can help them and try and clear our names. Because right now, we are the number one suspect, no matter how anyone sees it. So let's.
By this
let's
point,
stay,
it's stupid to keep arguing about it.
Let's go right now and see if we can help any way we can.
It's way too early.
I mean, everyone else was awake. Everyone heard the commotions. It's not unusual to check it out, right? If we're adventurers.
Is that true, Jake? Are people up and about because of the commotion?
Yeah.
We saw people out when we were.
Yeah.
When
And
you guys were
people saw us.
when you guys were getting back to your place, you definitely saw
Gotcha.
that there was people kind of either heading towards the commotion, trying to find out what the heck's going on. The town's not necessarily like fully awake, but you can definitely see that some people that either were awake or were woken up by this have seen some people.
Yes.
If you want to go ahead and do that, be my guest. I'm gonna stay here and finish whatever the rest I have left.
It's not like I'm useful in any of this situation, anyways. All I've got is a bloody way with words.
Which is the best weapon we have right now.
Yeah, but what it's going to do when anyone talking to us is going to be asking the exact same question over and over and over again. Good with words or not, I don't enjoy lying about why I'm there, even if it's to cover my own ass. I'm not like the lot of you who take laws and rules as suggestions.
Yes, I'm sorry that some of us have had to live rougher lives.
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is consider the fact that I haven't, and I'm not used to this. I've been plucked out of my life, which, yes, was privileged, and I've been shunted into yours. I am weak. I was perfectly content with that. Now, it's not an option.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yes, I would much prefer to approach this with a clearer mind.
Yeah, if we're gonna at least stay for part of tomorrow, I'd at least like to get some rest in, because if we want to have any hope of getting to Castle Umbera before the full moon, I'll probably have to pull a few all-nighters driving.
I'm gonna go. I already had my rest, so I'll just.
You haven't had your rest, though. If you had your rest, you would have your spell slots.
I'm gonna go back to the castle and see if they need help.
You do that.
Okay. So Vaerun, you're heading towards the castle and everyone else is staying within the abandoned inn?
If he's going alone, I'll go too.
Vestelle, you're going with him?
Yeah, if no one else does.
Alright. While the rest of you finish up your rest, which of you are from the Midlands? I think all of you, right? Except for Vaerun.
It's Midland. Oh, this area.
Darcy isn't.
I'm from
Artemis,
from here
you're
to-
from the south.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Eastern Reach.
Okay. You guys would know that today was the 1st of Jumdio, the first day of summer, also known as Illyrian Day.
Oh boy.
Most places would be celebrating, but you realize that the night before there wasn't even a setup for a celebration. There was no activity late at night, or at least none that you had expected. But Vestelle, Vaerun, the two of you make your way towards the castle, kind of passing by the streets. You...
Can I enhance my ability for charisma?
Sure.
So
Also gonna
if I
do
talk to someone,
one
I'm not
thing.
gonna screw it up.
Okay. As you walk past the alley where the tripwire
Did you have
was,
any more second level spells?
I have a third level
yeah, the
spell.
third level spell.
Ah, right.
As you walk past the alley where the tripwire was, you see a small crater.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As there does appear to be someone's upper body nearby.
Oh god.
But you make your way past. And you get nearby the castle and you can see that it's mainly the populace that are here. A lot of them are outside trying to determine what's going on. There's a few guards, like 4 or 5. They're not necessarily trying to keep the crowd back, but they're just like, they seem confused as well. Their uniforms are disheveled. They're not really carrying their weapons in any sort of like threatening way. They seem just as confused as the actual populace as well. But kind of making your way towards actually the interior of the castle, you can see that the main door, or the main gate, is pulled up and open. You can see guards beginning to pull bodies out of the building. Most of them are covered in tarps. But just glancing around, it's a solemn view, to say the very least. One of the guards approach you and say, look, if you're here to see the captain, it's a little too late. He's not here with us anymore.
Yeah. Do you know what happened? Did you catch anyone?
No. A lot of us were drinking, celebrating the 1st of Jumdea. Or we were going to. Most of us were dead asleep in the Great Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't hear, see, or notice anything until some of us woke up.
Well, actually, I came here because I want to report. I did see someone at night.
When? Where? How? You can see like he kind of like scrambles to get out and like a piece of parchment. It's like, sorry, give me one moment. I'm just gonna grab a pen or a quill. And he runs away. You can see.
I give him one. Wait, I got one.
Oh, okay, all right, that'll work. Thanks.
Okay. So when I got out of my trance,
an
hour ago.
No, it would have been about an hour and a half. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, hour and a half ago. I saw 3 suspicious individuals dressed in all black.
3 suspicious individuals dressed in all black. Okay.
And I don't know.
Sorry, where was this?
It was in. I'll tell them like the landmark.
Mm-hmm. He kind of goes, oh, okay, near the abandoned inn, by that street
And,
corner.
and
Okay.
and near that alley, there's a crater there with a dead person.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This is a big mess.
And okay, I'm here because I can help. Through my connection with my godfather Lane, I'm able to speak and ask a few questions to the dead. Please let me help.
To the dead. That'd be amazing. Please. Do you think you could speak to the captain?
I can try. Please, I'll need to prepare my spells.
No, that's perfectly fine. Shit. How long will you be staying?
We plan to leave this morning, but I can stay a bit longer just to help with the investigation.
Yes, please. That would be amazing. I need to know who the fuck did this.
Question. Would Varus have told us about that carriage he saw with the symbol?
Nope.
Okay.
No, we have had a lot more pressing things to worry about so far.
Okay.
But we'll be back in a few hours. Need to rest and set up. But I want to let you know we're here to help, and we want to help
Okay.
get answers.
If you come back at when the sun's properly up at dawn, we can do some proper work. We're just trying to shore up what the hell happened because the captain, I saw his body. No man should die like that.
Stand.
It looked like he suffered. Though, probably not for long.
I see.
Yeah, sorry, he kind of wipes a tear from his eye. Come back in 2 hours. 2-3 hours when the sun's properly up. Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your name?
And AAND.
AAND?
Mhm.
Alright. I'll look for you later.
Yeah, I'll be here. Fuck. I'm gonna see if there's any vodka left. Sorry, help. He kind of nods and walks off.
Wait. Don't drink. You need a clear head.
Just to take the edge off. I'll be fine.
You know what also takes the edge off? Praying. Pray with me.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
He looks at you. It's like, I'm sorry, but if the gods had allowed this to happen, then I don't think I'm in much of a praying mood. He turns and walks away.
Okay. See Vaerun praying for all the dead people. Then he leaves.
There's not as many as you had expected. Kind of counting the various different tarps that have been laid out in the front lawn. There's maybe 11, 12. But yeah, you can finish your rest here if you'd like.
Okay. Then I'll pray and do like ceremony to make sure they don't turn undead.
You can ritually cast ceremony, but each casting would take 10 minutes, and it would interrupt your rest if you cast it 6 times.
I'll do it in the morning. You know what? I'll
There's
pray
something like holy
normally.
water and shit for ceremony.
Do you have the components?
I do have components.
Excellent. Then yes, you
I
can.
bought them
For
at
each
Amazon.
caster.
I don't think
Is
it
it each?
consumes it. Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, then yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver.
Oh damn! It is, and it's 1 corpse. I will. Shit. I have. I think 4.
I mean, if you've got what's that fucking one where you put the copper pieces on the eyes? I don't remember what the fuck it's called.
I don't know if we do that here. Do we do that here?
Yeah, you do.
No, there's like a spell
It's
that you.
called what is it called? It's the
Hold up.
spell that prevents them. It's basically like putting them in
Gentle repose.
Gentle
repose. That's the one.
repose. Thank you.
Fucking god.
Second
Oh.
level spell.
Yeah, that's like a. Okay, I guess the difference is like permanent versus like temporary.
Yeah. Gentle repose is
Even
putting them in a
ceremony.
Ceremony is
Ceremony's only like 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Oh,
not permanent.
You know what? I will have to prepare it then.
There's no permanent way to stop someone from becoming undead. Unfortunately,
I wish.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Short of potentially wish spell.
Yeah, but why the fuck would you waste a wish spell on that?
I don't know.
You know what? Okay, I will pray and prepare my spells.
Okay. But as all of you kind of eventually finish up your rest, those of you within the inn kind of wake up. You do see that the sun continues to rise high up into the sky, a beautiful cloudless day. You can indeed finish your long rest. Vaerun, Vestelle, the two of you can do that as well, having finished your rest in the courtyard with
Yeah,
the other.
that's why we want to go back and sleep in like.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you could go back. It's like a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, like Vestelle could go back, and then Vaerun would just stay there.
Mm-hmm. But the long rest complete. What are the rest of you within the inn doing?
I'm fairly certain we retrieved our cart, yeah? Our
Yep.
new one.
I'll say that the cart and 2 horses are with you.
Darcy is going to feed the horses and work on reinforcing the cart so that it can hold more people.
Yep. It would probably take a few hours, but it shouldn't be
That's
too
fine.
much.
Darcy needs something to clear his head.
It's familiar work, so it definitely helps. But yeah. Anything else for the rest of you?
I think I just sit in the room I've occupied and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I'm just awaiting the Spanish Inquisition.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. But
To be fair, it's not like Umber forces are suddenly going to just zoop into existence over here.
That's what you think.
It's literal weeks away.
boom, they got a teleportation circle. No, I'm kidding.
Of course they fucking do. But to this shithole? No,
No.
sir.
They do have it to some other places, but yeah.
As is expected.
But yeah, the gentle sounds of kind of the scraping of wood from Darcy, filing, sanding. It's calming to those of you still within the interior of the inn. But we hop over to Vaerun and Vestelle. As the two of you kind of stretch, finishing your rest proper, you feel revitalized and are prepared. Yeah, you do see And kind of walk towards the two of you. His black hair is like sticking to his head from sweat and probably hard work, but hey, I told them what you could do, and a few of us are okay with you kind of trying to talk to him.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. This way. And just in case your praying wasn't enough, he kind of holds out a small canteen.
I sniff it. Is it alcohol?
From the best that you can tell, you open it. Yeah, it is.
No, I don't drink that stuff anymore. I can't.
Fair enough. You miss?
Not right now, but thanks.
Okay, well, the site's pretty grisly, so yeah, it's something. Come with me. And he kind of leads you up the stairs all the way up to where his bedroom was. We don't know what really happened. We just know they killed him, and that was presumably the main objective, but his record player is also missing, so can't really roll that out. Come in.
Now Darcy can't apologize, unfortunately.
You make your way to the bed, and it is a grisly sight. You see that his shirt and his pants have been taken off. He still has like underwear on, and they're like covering the majority of his bits. And he's just sprawled out, and you can see this deep kind of purple, red, almost just gross things within his veins, which bulge out far too much. You can see both of his eyes are completely wide open. There's just blood kind of pooling around the inside of his eyelids, and you can see bits of it kind of moving out as he continues to bleed out of his eyes. It's a grisly sight, and you can see that there's like bits of blood in the various different kind of orifices. It's not massive torrents of blood, and you can even see that where there was the knife in his chest is gone, but there's just like a pool of this black ichor that's forming around the chest. We're not really sure if we can even clean him up, because I don't know what's poisonous. I don't know what's toxic. I don't.
Okay. Let's handle it.
His fingernails fell off. Sorry. Just give me a second. You see him turn around, open the bottle, take a big swig, closes it again.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Okay, looking at his corpse again, I think I can use the spell Speak with Dead on him. After what this poison is.
You're pretty sure that regardless of the state of the corpse, you can probably contact him, yeah.
Okay. I'll try it.
You cast the spell, speak with dead, and in a brief moment, the entire corpse just kind of this black and red kind of liquid gushes out of the mouth, and you can see it kind of like pulsate outwards before the eyes just fixate on you.
Right? Get out of his mouth. I don't know if he can speak.
You don't know, but presumably he seems capable.
Like, wait, is his mouth full of blood? And like,
No, he spat and like coughed some of it up.
oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like it was in his mouth. Okay.
No.
Okay, I talked to other people. Okay, you have to be very careful with each question. Everyone, don't speak and say anything. Okay, and then I turn to the corpse.
It looks at you.
Do you know who killed you?
No. I was asleep. You see more kind of this ichor spew out of the mouth.
Do you know the reason why you were killed?
No.
Do you have any suspicions as to why you were killed?
Oppression.
Jake, what did you say?
He said oppression.
So he's pretty much out. He's pretty much having Meligoster free reach right there.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but it's a
Can-
little disturbing seeing him like this.
Ask. Is there any secret notes, letters, information you can provide us?
The corpse's head kind of shifts a little bit, looks at you. No. Nothing useful. We need help.
Which person do you trust the most to handle this investigation?
Surya. And the corpse kind of collapses back onto the bed. And you can see like various different bits of liquid beginning to run down its body, and the eyes kind of roll up into the actual head itself before starting to almost bulge out unnaturally.
Okay.
By the fucking gods. Oh. You see him walk over to the balcony and throw up.
So, okay.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did this. Oh my god, I couldn't sleep for a week. I'm so sorry.
You see him turn around again and this time finish off the canteen.
Okay, so Jake, what name did you say?
Celia.
Celia?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't meet them, right?
Nope.
Can I do history if that name sounds familiar?
You wouldn't know it. At least
Okay.
not in this context. There's probably other people named Celia.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's okay. Do you know who the Celia person is he's referring to?
Yeah. He and Celia were pretty close. The problem is that she's also dead.
What? When did it? But what?
She was one of the bodies we found out on the hallway.
God. It's making it hard. Let's hope someone from Umber, when they come in, figure out what's happening.
If godly people can do what you just did, maybe we can hire someone from the Ground Expanse to take a look.
Please do.
I think I need a moment. He walks out of the room. Leaving you and Vestelle alone with the beginnings of a rotting corpse.
Okay, now now I'll cast Gentle Repose on him.
Mm-hmm. You place the 2 copper coins over the eyes. And the body almost seems to kind of freeze in place.
Okay. And then he'll spend the time doing the other corpses throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. How long would you go for?
And all the corpses.
How long does it take for Gentle Repose to go through? Could you pop it into chat?
At 10, yeah. It's one action, but 10-minute ritual.
Okay. It would take you about 2 hours.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I just look around and see if there's anything I can find that would lead us to some answers?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Something left behind, some kind of evidence of who was here.
Give me an investigation check.
No.
You look around. You look at the place where Lyra went over the balcony and the wooden pieces of the railing on the ground below. No, there isn't anything of interest. As you kind of browse around for an hour, not finding anything with your time. But after about 2 hours, you finish. And Vestelle, you're fairly confident that you aren't able to find anything that would crack open the case. Do you go back to the group?
Yeah, I'll do after.
All right. Vaerun, Vestelle. Afterwards, the two of you depart, coming back to Darcy, finishing up reinforcing the cart.
Well, how'd it go?
Well, I used Speak with Dead, and seemed like he didn't have any useful answers, except for when I asked him, do you have any suspicions as to who killed you? And all he said was oppression.
Looks like I caught it right on the head.
With the information you guys have, Varus, you would be the only one who can make this check. Give me
Oh God.
a history check.
Oh God.
You know what? I'll even tell you the DC,
Uh-huh.
just for fun. 19.
Uh-huh. Oh. I need to roll a 17 or higher, guys.
You got this.
Weird question.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this is more of a recent thing, then it probably won't matter. But would, I guess, any of Artemis's memories, if he consulted the blade, potentially know something like this?
They might, actually. Yeah. I'll say you can make one as well.
Ain't no way I'm making this check, but I'll roll it. Ain't no way.
But you will have to use your...
Oh, let's go!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But you will have
fucking-
to use your feature or your spell.
Yeah, borrowed knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume so. Because I imagine that in a lot of cases, like, borrowed knowledge isn't really even being cast, more so.
Yeah. You're essentially
kinda
just
just-
drawing from their wisdom
Yeah.
and their knowledge.
Investigation. Oh,
History.
come on,
It's
big money
history.
plus 3.
Not
Oh,
investigation.
history check.
Yes.
My bad. It's the same modifier, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, guys.
All of a sudden, when Vaerun mentions oppression, something clicks in both of your heads. Artemis, one of the nobles that you have in your head just kind of pops in some information to you. And Varus, you've heard it offhand. There's an organization known as the Crimson Cree that performs political assassinations, and they have been known never to have failed.
Oh, fuck me.
Welcome back, Andy.
Yep. F is for fuck. It's fine.
I assume this is something from the first game as well.
Something
Oh, boy.
Church knew of, because Church was the noble.
I
Yep.
see. Yeah, I think Varus just kind of, after a second, just goes, that makes a lot of sense then.
What's that then?
Can you elaborate?
Crimson Cree,
Crimson Cree?
Oh,
political
yes,
assassins.
Yes, well, not me, but one of the previous users knew of them.
Political assassins, and they've been known never to fail.
So you think... Shit. Of course. Politics.
So,
He was talking about he was talking about a good chunk of when we met him. Umber wants to get away from Malagos, from Free Reach. Stake their claim.
Can you guys see this?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, you see now.
There we go.
Yep, it is, because I remember it was spelled with K's.
Good lord.
This
I
is
will
not one
also
K.
I will also bring out the drawing that I did of the symbol on the wagon last night. I just kind of lay it on the table and just go, this was on a wagon that passed by last night. I'm curious if anyone knows what it belongs to or who.
Varus, Artemis, Vaerun. No. Varus, Artemis, and Lyra. The three of you can give me a history check.
Oh boy. What's the DC this time, Jake?
This one's actually a lot easier. It's 16.
Oh, well, you know. Alright,
wow.
sure.
Oh,
Let's
I'm still
go.
proficient in this technically, so you know.
Let's go.
It'd be nice if my sheet didn't lag and I ended up like throwing this into 60 different states. There we go.
Varus?
That's so funny to me. Var's like, any of you know what this means? Oh wait, I know what this means.
Now that you've seen it in the light, it all of a sudden clicks. You're like, oh, this should have been obvious. The grapes, the wreath around the grapes, this is House Matthews. The Midlands house. Their house is entirely based around a winery business.
And who all did you say knows of this?
Just Varus.
Oh, okay.
I think I put it out and I go, do you any of you know? Wait. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I know what this belongs to.
Oh.
Yes, House Matthews. Midland nobles, obviously known for winery business.
Okay.
Guess it was too dark last night for me to actually click it into my head, but now I've put two and two together. But this pulled in last night. Before, obviously, the assassins took hold.
So do you think that maybe our assassin is either within that house, or do you think maybe that house hired them?
Or they could have just stolen the carriage to
True.
frame that house for it.
Might be worth, if we're ever near, asking if they had a cart stolen.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the fact that that cart, I didn't see leave. I don't know if it did, but I didn't see it leave. And we are quite far from where they're located. Granted, I imagine they have businesses everywhere, but the actual city that they originate from, like what we are quite far from.
Well, it doesn't make much sense that this far they would even bother using one of their carts. If anyone saw it, it'd be painfully obvious.
I'm just saying what I saw. I don't know what the correlation is between it, but it appeared last night and then the assassins did, so...
They might be using them as a scapegoat, as opposed to using us.
Either way, it's
That was
still
my
lead
assumption.
for the investigators.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they have. If there's another house or just a group in general that they have issues with, it could always, I mean, be useful. Nonetheless, though, I mean, this house here, it'd be easier to learn more about them than it would to learn about the Crimson Cree.
To be fair, if we told them about the Crimson Cree, they might just think we're insane.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't suggest us ask about them. I think that's more something that we'd have to figure out on our own.
Really? Was Cousin Kree not a... I guess I don't know about it, so it must
Well,
not
they're-
be.
Some people consider them a wives' tale, other people consider them a threat.
To be fair, they're also an assassin group, or at least a group that's,
Hmm.
focused around assassins, and they would be a pretty shitty assassin group if everyone knew their name.
Yeah.
It's like, you've never heard of a famous assassin, have you?
Well,
I guess my
I've heard
entire question is
stories.
who hired them to kill this guy? Specifically.
There's no way for us to find out unless they tell us, but of course they wouldn't.
I doubt the poor starving people could afford to hire these assassins.
There's no way. It costs an insane amount of money, I would imagine, for just
And
one.
I don't even think the people here would have any connections to do so, but it wouldn't be possible for another house or just a noble family in general to hire these guys. Because Jake, I mean, with the information that we know, like they usually work for like the highest bidder within noble families, I imagine.
It is almost exclusively political assassinations.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to use his knowledge from the last
It
game.
is rumored to be exclusively political
Yeah.
assassinations.
So yeah, I mean, it's more than likely either House Matthews is behind this and they slipped up massively, or what's probably more likely is they're being framed for it,
That's
or
my
at least their
idea.
cart was used as a cover.
That's my idea, though. The fact that they maybe took the cart to frame House Matthews in a way that would put them in the shit under the stick, but they were actually hired by someone completely different.
Still, it's useful knowing this at least, because in the future we can always see if they have any enemies or if there's anyone that we come across who maybe just has a vendetta against Matthews.
Would I know of any enemies, like known enemies that House Matthews has?
That House Matthews has?
Yeah, just if they've made any
You can give me a history check.
shit deals along the way. History check, sure. 11.
Unfortunately, that's not knowledge you're privy to.
Can I do a
Cool.
history check if I heard anything like through noble chatters before? Like, I know it's different courts, but it's still like...
Yeah, you can. The
Through
DC
travel.
will be higher, but
Alright. Oh, okay.
unfortunately not.
That entry said they were based in Tipper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Having awoken there with in the guild, would I have heard anything else about them that would be useful here?
You can give me a history check as well, but it'll be the same hard DC as Vaerun's.
Guys.
311s.
Oh,
Nope. Unfortunately, the name Matthews, as well as just the general onset of kind of all this information that's being pooled, it means nothing to most of you.
I'm gonna walk outside real quick, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's probably been a lot of traffic since early in the morning, but cart trails from last night, is that a thing that might still be around? I don't know how many people utilize carts in this town, but
Give me a survivor or survival, not survivor.
survivor check.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not. Yeah, sure.
There seems to be a mix of different tracks, and you can see that a lot of the mining equipment that the workers carry are all loaded onto carts. Whether
Gotcha.
wagons that are pulled by themselves or carts that are, full-sized ones that are being pulled by horses.
Damn. Oh well. I'll walk back inside and sit back there.
I think we should hand some of this over for the guard so they can hand it over to the investigator that pops over, since we won't be here for it.
And some of what over?
this information. I don't know if we want to directly say the name of the organization, but at least this cart.
The problem is all we have is speculation.
Right, but it's for them to look over, not us.
Yeah, but if we tell them that there was a cart that belonged to House Matthews, they're going to assume that they are behind it. And even if we did say that the assassins potentially didn't have any involvement with House Matthews and might be trying to frame them, it's just, I mean, seems like information that they won't be able to really act upon.
You also have to remember, these assassins are, as I said, to most people, if they've ever heard of them before, like wives' tales, scary stories to tell children.
Right.
People don't
Well,
believe in them.
maybe most people don't, but I'm sure some people would have. And even if they haven't, they would still have a name to go by.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not really a thing that's well known. If this investigation were to go up the ladder, so to say, if it gets high enough, I'm sure that the Crimson Cree would probably do what they can to silence or at least to limit the amount of people that know of their existence.
All I'm saying is if you want to tell them, go ahead, but expect it to be laughed out of the room.
Well,
Yeah, at best, they laugh you out. At worst, it goes on and someone else at a future point gets killed for knowing about it.
I'll give him the information for him to pass off.
Be my guess.
Okay, and Vaerun will find that guard. Oh, and also, can I have that sketch? Can I have that?
If you would like, I'll hand it over.
Mm-hmm. You now
Okay,
possess
so-
within you a sketch.
Yeah, and I'll hand over the information we deliberated over. So the fact that oppression. So I'm gonna tell him that oppression would, from what he said, probably relates to how they're trying to oppress Umber. And we thought that this might have been a political assassination. And the group that does political assassinations is called Crimson Cree.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
And also, I'll also hand him the house symbol
Mm-hmm. House Matthews.
and say the house Matthew symbol, and say that we did see a cart that had the symbol pass by yesterday.
Okay. And just kind of looks at you.
I'll say, I don't expect you to believe this, but please pass this information on to the next person.
My friend, this is a lot of shit to take in. Are you sure this is wise? Like,
Is
this
I don't-
real? Are you... I'm sorry, but I have to ask. Are you making this up?
I don't expect you to believe me, but me and my friends, we've been around. We know certain things that most people wouldn't know. And I don't want you to tackle this by yourself, but I want you to pass this on as information from us.
All right. Very well.
Don't say you found this out yourself, because I don't think anyone would believe you. But please, pass this on.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Not bad.
He looks at you, looks at the information. All right. Oh, I have to work out how the fuck I got this information. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. Thank you.
Yes.
Vaerun, right?
Yep. I'm a priest of Fowling.
Fowling. Well,
And if they don't believe any of that, here, I sketch out. I'll take out my noble freaking symbol,
Your signet ring?
my signet thing, which I don't wear, but I have it.
he looks at it. This looks fancy.
They might not believe who it came from, but show them the symbol, and they might believe it.
You give it to him?
No, heck no. I draw it out.
Oh, you draw it out. Because I was like, oh.
Huh? No.
It's like, damn,
Yeah.
you're insane.
Yep.
He takes
Usually
a
the
look.
point of a signet ring, I think, is to like stamp letters.
Yeah. He takes a look. Alright.
You know what? Yeah, I'll even write like a letter, and I'll dry wax. Yeah, I'll write a letter, and I'll stamp it with this ring, with the wax.
He takes it.
If I don't believe you, show them this, then it might help.
Alright. Sure. Thank you.
Yes. Sorry, can't say, but we have other pressing matters to take care of.
No, it's fine. I think you've helped out more than enough. It's a lot more than we had to go on before. So, do you mind if I ask where you found out?
Well, can't give you I can't tell you how we know some things, but all I can say is we know certain things that most people others don't.
Sure. I guess I'll take that. You fucker.
Yeah.
I totally thought he was giving him his signet ring. I was like, this man just put a hit out on his entire family.
All I'm going to say is, hey, you come up and you're like, I can't tell you how we know this, but we know it's political assassins. Don't ask me how we know, but it is.
The haters will try and stop me. I can't tell you what my plans are because the haters will try and stop me. But I had plans.
I mean,
It's
okay,
just
like
so funny to me.
it's like commoners, they don't know much except for the stuff around them, right? So
To be fair,
it would make
nobody
sense.
knows about the assassins really, unless you're a really high-ranking noble.
Yeah, so it makes sense. If I show them a noble, like back then they believed nobles knew a lot more. So if I show them a noble, it just shows I know more.
Yeah, you know about this assassin organization that killed their boss.
Who are basically political boogeymen.
Yes.
I love it. I just love the. I can't tell you how we know, but we know things.
We know
Hey.
shit.
I can't tell them.
I
how
don't
know.
drink, but I know things.
I love it.
Okay. He now has this information written down, and as you depart from him, as well as the town, that is where we'll call the session.
Oof. Well, hope we don't get assassinated later, right, guys? Right, guys?
If anyone's getting assassinated, it's just you, Kay.
Yeah, but we're all around, so you guys are
They're
gonna
good at
be...
their job. They're just gonna take you out while we're sleeping.
It's okay.
We're just gonna wake up and find a
everyone.
dead Vaerun in his tent.
Honestly.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, ah, shit, where's Vaerun? Oh my god, there's a sword